Today's episode is brought to you by Gray Block Pizza. Gray Block, get that hitter, baby. Today's guests are two comedians who have just broken back into performing live stand-up comedy. That's right, this weekend they were in Oklahoma City and Salt Lake City, and I'm just really curious as to what their experience was like. We have comedian Brad Williams and comedian Jeff Dye. Because you're definitely, I remember the first time I ever met you, Brad. It was like I was at USC. I don't know what I was doing, not learning. I was there just as like an outsider.
Yeah.
And and you came up on a motorbike.
Yeah.
Like a small motorbike, dude.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen anything like this. Like, you know,
remember that bike.
Where I was growing up, they had one man who was kind of a smaller man that did mechanic work. You know,
makes sense.
And he
get in there, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember they would
And
sometimes
strong.
open the hood, put him under there, and then close the hood, and he'd fix it while people were driving.
No,
he would be in there, like, and he would hide. He would do a lot of hiding. I'm gonna hide, you know, which I think, you know, I don't know.
That's an advantage.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I remember. And then you pulled up at a pretty good clip of speed, and I was like, oh my god, I'm in another. I had like just gotten into Los Angeles. I'm like, I'm in another world.
Well, you know that Scare Tactics show that you mentioned, like they basically every prank involved a little person.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, she's afraid of teddy bears. What if we put Brad in this teddy bear? And we'll make him run around and make him act like a teddy bear at first, but then he'll run around.
Yeah.
Like, that's good. And then the next one's like some lab where it's a giant rat. And they're like, yeah, put Brad in a giant rat costume.
Rat monster.
It's
I remember
like
that
everything
prank.
is based around a little person, but the guy not got no glory.
Yeah, and I totally remember that because that Razor scooter released these electric scooters back in the day, but like they had one that looked really cheesy, and then they had one that looked like a West Coast chopper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all these other kids around USC get to class on a bike. I'm riding my West Coast chopper Razor scooter. So I would roll
It was
up
insane.
to class.
I'd never seen anything like it. I didn't know the
school.
laws.
Yeah, at school, because I was going there. I went to USC.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
like, and I think, I booked you for like a comedy show on campus or something.
Dude, you must have been a legend. You were like, how many dwarfs you went to UFC?
USC? At UFC?
Well, I don't know where you went. I'm not good with schools and letters and stuff.
Yeah, it was a dwarf UFC. Happened in a ball pit at
Sounds
Chuck E.
awesome,
Cheese.
dude.
It was
Dude, don't
crazy.
start something that's gonna be huge.
It was me, and then there was a teacher there.
Oh, okay.
And everyone thought I was his kid.
Right.
Like,
wow.
That's how dumb people are about dwarfs. They must be related.
Yeah. Everyone thought that like that's how I got in. It's that, oh well, your dad works at USC, so that's how you got in. It's like, no, I got in. It's because they needed someone for the pamphlet.
Do you?
Also, I have a regular brain and I'm a regular person. They think there must be something.
Yeah. No, he got in because he cast a spell on the president. Yeah.
Dude, I've always wondered, like, do you, like, you know, is it okay to talk about being, if somebody is a small person or smaller or a little bit different?
Sure.
But what I'm thinking is, like, sometimes I'll see, like, you know, they have LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
But they don't factor in, like, but little people don't get factored into that.
Well, that's the LPA community. Little People of America.
Okay.
That's not even a joke. It's LPA, which was started by Billy Barty, the actor, and then actually when they started, they were called Midgets of America.
Pull up a picture of
And
him.
they changed it.
And then they changed it, so that's why. Yeah, there it is. So when they started it, it was called Midgets
this
of
guy
America.
killed it, man. This guy was in
wow.
everything. You remember that guy?
Yeah.
So this guy started the LPA.
Yep. And so there's a lot of dwarves that have boned each other because of this man.
Nice,
Because
man.
he started LPA.
Oh, because then it's a place to meet other people that are smaller.
Services, dude.
Thank you for what you did. There's been a lot
Without
of
this guy, we
families.
wouldn't have all those shitty shows on TLC.
Which were some of my favorite
By the way,
shows,
man.
too.
How do I not
I
have a
hate
show
those shows on TLC.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, we're a family of little people. You're like, I don't give a shit. And they literally like, we're just like everyone else. You're like, then why am I watching it?
Yeah.
If you're just like everyone else, then why is this? Why? What?
But that one
Admit
family-
you're little, man.
Yeah, little people, big
Oh
world.
Yeah, I hate 'em.
I
Dude,
loved them.
Why?
No, not me.
Bro,
man.
the sister was fine, bro.
Why is the dad?
I mean, when she
gotta
was
be
older.
sitting in the tall dude's lap. It looks like the dad.
that's
is
disrespectful.
In that photo, it looks like the dad is sitting in the tall dude's
I hate
lap.
these shows. I hate these kind of shows.
Yeah, well, what fascinated about me about this show, I remember specifically, was they ran a pumpkin ranch.
Yeah.
And the fact,
Outside
in
of
my
Portland.
mind, it blew my mind that you had small people growing the largest vegetable. I
Yeah.
remember. I used to do jokes about it. I was like,
Pumpkins are big squash. They're just lugging it around like ants.
bro, that's like, think of it like,
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, there you go.
it would make way more sense that they're like, oh, they have a strawberry patch.
Yeah,
like,
let me
cherries.
hustle.
Yeah,
Cherries.
makes sense.
let me hustle these
Kumquats.
kumquats. That's where I was gonna go.
Yeah, there's like we got pumpkins.
Baby tomatoes.
We're
or
just
whatever.
overachievers.
I love it.
Do you sometimes? But sometimes, do you ever look at like a gay person or a diverse person, a black person, maybe a Vietnamese, maybe
This is gonna be a fun question for me to answer. Let's go.
and does it ever? But you know what I'm talking
I know,
about?
but I just love that you're searching for
Words to feel okay.
black, Filipino. People like.
You know. But do you know what I'm talking about? Unique friends, I'll call them.
Tread lightly. Hey, man.
Unique
We're only white guys.
But here's-
We don't got a thing.
Yeah.
But is there camaraderie there? Like if you see, like if you're walking down the street, like in like a white neighborhood, and there's a black guy and he's walking down the street, is there camaraderie if you guys see each other, kind of?
Oh, between like me and a black guy?
Yeah.
No, but I will say this: there's not that instant. There isn't that instant camaraderie. But I used to do a bit about this, and it's real. Like I would loved how black people would react to seeing dwarves.
Oh, really?
Like it was never
It's totally
just
different?
Yeah, it was never just like there's a person. And like it was never that. It was like, oh shit, little man, like
That's my guy.
like
they
but
dab you up. That's
Always
my
like
guy.
always like insanely friendly, but yet kind of insulting. You know, it's
Right.
like, oh, what up, big man? It's like, why would you say big man to me? That is. Like, what, do you see a guy in a wheelchair and just be like, yo, legs, what's going on? Like,
But also, it does feel kind of good because you're like, this black guy's being really nice to me, but also,
Yeah.
I should get mad at him for doing this.
yeah. And then like there was one time, it was,
Yo, legs. What up, big man?
it was back when I was at USC.
That hurts me,
and
man, that they do that.
I always found it funny. I was at USC, and then I was on the street where all the fraternities are. It's called the Row. It's where all fraternity and sorority rows are. And I was with a few of my friends, and like a group of black guys came up to me and my buddies and just started like aggressively, positively complimenting me, but then calling
On
me
life.
the N-word. But
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then like one of my friends got jealous. He's like, "What? I'm not a," and they all looked at him like, "No."
Damn.
like hell no.
Now,
So you don't-
We're cool with the little one.
Yeah. I got a pass.
So you don't. So you get. So there's times where you get an N-word pass.
I like not to say it, but I get called it.
Right.
And
You get to be one.
Yeah.
You're really in.
But yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So there's not like. Now, if I walk down the street and I see another person who has some kind of disability, either they're in a chair or another dwarf, then we give each other like a nod, like "What's up?" You,
Okay.
You know the struggle.
I love
But
that.
but that kind of stops there. It doesn't go into like, because I always wondered like if you see a black guy and they're in like
Yeah.
a play, like, because a lot of black people feel like outliers kind of
Right.
in the U.S. And so I was wondering like,
But they don't do that with each other either. It's not like black people nod at like Puerto Ricans or Vietnamese or like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I don't think that they do that. That doesn't cross borders. Like lesbians aren't like, what's up, black guy? Like
This
we're
has
all-
been 3 white guys discuss race.
But I don't think they do that.
But
with
we're
each
just
other.
wondering. I don't know. You're the closest thing we have to a black guy right now. You know what I'm saying? Not enough.
I don't have the ass for it.
Yeah.
It's
Wait. So when you're in
hard.
Texas with the guys that you went to like high school with and stuff, and you guys it's just you guys back home. Do you guys give each other N-word passes?
Oh, that's a good point. I mean, people use it a lot more. I don't think anybody's giving passes though.
You guys just give it to each other.
I think people definitely maybe stole a packet
Like,
of
we're in here.
passes.
Yeah.
Yo, look what I got! These passes we can use while we're at home tonight. Just us.
I think somebody definitely stole a packet of passes from the principal's office.
Where'd you get that? Oh man, they're everywhere in Texas.
Man, I just remember Ralphie May would always just say it and not care. Like he would say it
Because he was at a weight. I feel like he was like a kind of a weight, he had that, like he had a.
I never
like
understood how he got away with it.
if you get to a certain level of something where it's like you feel like maybe like you're an outcast or something,
He'd
then
always go, I'm from Chattanooga. So I can say, it's like, I've been to Chattanooga. It's like the most segregated place in the world.
dude, he used to say
It is
Chattanooga.
white here, black there.
He did.
Really?
Yeah, he'd say I'm the number one Chatta
Oh, really?
and finish it off,
Yeah,
dude.
no, that's wild.
And Chattanooga is definitely a little racist anyway.
Oh,
when
yeah,
you-
it's so segregated. And if he's a big fat white guy, he was probably on the white side.
I mean, just by name. I didn't mean just by name, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
Horrible
like if your high school's like the Noogers, like that's
yeah.
insane.
Look this up. There's
gotta stop,
There's
man.
a.
gotta stop.
I don't know if it's a high school or a college, in Oklahoma where like their mascot is like the fighting midgets.
Really?
Yeah, and like everyone. There's some high school.
There was one in Illinois, actually. I know a kid that I think went to a school and the midget was the mascot of Fighting Midgets mascot.
Fighting midgets mascot, Dickinson High
South
School.
Dakota, of
Oh,
course.
South Dakota, North Dakota. There it is. Dickinson High
changed it,
School
though.
in North Dakota.
Now
They
the
changed it.
Mustangs.
They changed it from the midgets to the Mustangs. I don't know if I like that.
The little people of America have more clout than all of Native Americans. Because, like, Redskins, they're just like, we're not changing it, man.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, on opening day, we're going to bring out some Native Americans. We'll pay them some money, put them in Chiefs jerseys or whatever, Redskins jerseys.
Yeah.
And say, no, we're cool with it before
Yeah.
they even consider changing it.
Right. We'll have Chief Wahoo from the
Cleveland Indians, yeah.
and who's just a white guy who's like riding a horse out there.
I love
That's
Chief
fine.
Wahoo, though. I'm a big fan of Chief Wahoo.
Really? You know the guy?
No, I don't know the guy, but I'm saying, like, the Indians, you know why they're called the Indians? I'm going to nerd out. I love baseball.
Because it's from Indiana?
Nope. It's a good guess, though.
Cleveland.
No, they were called the Cleveland Spiders, and then they had like the first ever Native American on the baseball team.
Oh, wow.
And then they got like a second Native American. And they were the only team that had like two Native Americans. And so one of the guys on the Cleveland Spiders at the time goes, "Man, we should start calling ourselves the Cleveland Indians." He's like basically razzing his teammates.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah, it'd make us look super progressive, like, and it'd be good." So they literally started calling them the Cleveland Indians. They changed the team name, and the original Chief Wahoo was actually. He looked a little less racist. He kind of looked like one of these Simpsons guys. He was like a yellow-faced Chief Wahoo. And that's the thing is Judd Apatow has that great joke they did on the Tonight Show. He's like, any drawing of a Jewish person is inherently anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Because like if I handed you a paper that said draw a Jewish person and then you hand it back to me, it's going to look pretty offensive. Right.
Like,
Because
you
you're trying to draw the
Yeah.
attributes of the person.
Exactly.
Same thing happened with this. They said draw an Indian. And the guy's like, all right,
they're
it's a cartoonist.
Here,
He drew it.
scroll down. You can see that you
Yeah,
see
the original Chief
Wahoo.
Wahoo. He was kind of yellow, and then they had to like redo it because Native Americans and people were very upset. But look at the new one. The new one, they just gave him veneers, made him red.
They made him. Yeah.
Chief Wahoo, and also Chief Wahoo is supposed to mean like celebrating Indians, like Wahoo,
Yeah.
we're celebrating. So it's all well intentioned, I say. Like all the Indian stuff is pretty well intentioned.
It's just amazing to me that they changed the name to the Cleveland Indians after they had two Indian players. Like, can you imagine if?
But that's kind of nice, though, when you think about
Yeah,
it.
they thought they were doing like a funny, cool thing.
Yeah, but like, just imagine if all teams did that. Like when Jackie
love
Robinson
it, though.
first went on the Dodgers,
That's
they're like,
great.
"Well, we're not the Dodgers anymore. We're the." And then you say some term. that's
Jackies.
Dude, there used to be
Jackies.
the Atlanta Crackers, and that was a Negro Leagues team.
Really?
The Atlanta Crackers.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, they were called the Atlanta Black Crackers.
Oh, the Black Crackers?
But because they were kind of saying like we're like a team of white boys. I don't know if that's how that worked, but they were the.
There you go. The Atlanta Crackers played first in the Southern Association game, baseball, 1902.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's
Origin of the
why they were called that, but
Crackers,
I think the
early
origins of the
Atlanta.
team name is unknown. But there was if you go to the Negro League Museum,
Which
they
is a great
it's
museum.
awesome
I've
place
been
right by
there.
the Jazz Museum. And I didn't even have time for the Jazz Museum because they thought
Yeah.
I was patronizing them. I
Wait,
stayed
where,
at
in Cleveland?
no, the Negro League Museum is in Kansas City.
Yeah, it is awesome.
It's awesome, yeah.
I've
And I
been
stayed
there.
over there so much because I just love baseball so much. And they were like, they thought I was mocking them. They're like, nobody likes it this much. Like, this guy's been in there for like 6 hours. I like watched everything. I read everything. And that's
Yeah,
how I know
yeah.
all this crap. But yeah, they were called the Atlanta Crackers, and I think that they were doing that as like an FU to the white league. Like, all right, we'll be the Crackers.
Well,
Yeah.
because when I saw that high school was called the Fighting Midgets, I'm like, I want a T-shirt.
Yeah, it's
you know What I
cool.
mean? Like, I don't want you to shut down. I
If
want
the
a shirt.
intentions are good, I think
Yeah.
that's how I measure it. Not
That-
everyone measures it that way, but that's how I
Right.
measure it.
That, and it's like you're naming your school the Fighting Midgets. That means you think that the midget is intimidating.
It's powerful, yeah.
You know what I mean? That means it's like, oh, you're a tiger? Fuck you. We're the midgets. And when in real life, we would be a snack. But they're like, no.
But
Our
also,
fighting midgets
think
would be
about it,
tigers.
like, what's worse, being ignored and acting like you're not a thing?
Yes.
Or being
exactly.
acknowledged and dealing with whatever kind of uncomfortability of that difference is. Does that make sense?
No, totally. And because the worst thing you could do to anyone who is quote unquote different is ignore that person and ignore
way
the
worse.
difference. Yeah. Like if I see a guy, it happened this weekend. Okay. This. So I did shows in Oklahoma City this weekend, and right in the front row, a female dwarf sat right in the front row. She's right, and it's just it was like, okay, I have to mention this. I can't not talk about the fact that there's a dwarf right there in the front row. And I asked her what she did for a living, and no bullshit, she goes, I'm a psychologist. And I go, and I start laughing, and everyone's like, why are you laughing? I go, because she's a shrink.
Oh, that's perfect.
And I'm like, come on, like
You've got to.
That's perfect. Did she love it?
She loved it, and that moment would have never happened if I would have just ignored, like, oh, I don't see another little person in my audience.
What's up, Big Tiffany? And she's like,
Yeah, exactly.
no one's ever called me that.
That's a big girl.
But
no,
I think that's like how I want to live my life. Is like I'm friends with lots of different people in walks of life. I don't just blanketly think I'm a good person and not knowing it. You know how many people are like, we got to fight for these trans rights. I'm like, name 5 of your trans friends, and they're like, well, I've never like met a trans. You're like, yeah, exactly. Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
It gets tricky like that, dude. It's that shit's hectic, man. It's hectic to like, I think but naturally you feel a certain way. Like naturally you kind of know how to behave.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like, and then you can tell if somebody else is upset.
Yeah,
you know,
then you go, okay, that was bad.
Right. Yeah, that was too much, and then you apologize.
But I like
something
that you're
you
asking him like questions. I mean, you guys probably been friends for a long time, but you'll ask him questions like, "Hey, is it okay if I just ask you?" And that's, I think, way more respectful than having someone and just completely like my buddy Nico's. His son has like kind of a birth defect in his hand, so he's kind of
he's like Spock.
Yeah, kind of like a Ninja Turtle. You know, he's got like 3 and
Ryan Niemiller kind of.
And
like,
when
what
I
do you
first
mean,
met
like
him, I just asked.
What happened?
And he was happy to talk about it, and we didn't have to be this like weird like, hey, what happened to your son? You know, I think that's how you should address those things.
Yeah,
let's talk
that's
about
how
it.
I do it.
Let's
Usually,
learn.
like if I'll see somebody that's missing a limb or something, I'll just ask him, "Hey, what happened? You know, how did you lose your leg? What happened to your leg? You
He's
know?"
like, man, I'm just trying to get a Starbucks. She's like, just tell me what happened to your leg.
Yeah, tell me what happened to that leg.
on,
Like, let me sign it. And they're like, "It's not a cast. It's a piece of titanium." And they're like, "Well,
have a good summer."
He's like,
Theo Von.
Yeah, get away from me with that marks a lot.
Never change.
I want to talk. I'm sitting here with Brad Williams and Jeff Dye, both comedians.
Allegedly.
Road dogs. We're the road dogs. I mean, I feel like.
And you guys, I feel like, are both of the first guys who have gone and performed live comedy since this whole thing.
Yeah,
we headlined Wise Guys this weekend.
Yeah, and I was.
And you're there next weekend, right?
Yeah, and I was at.
Not virtually. We flew there.
We did the whole thing, and
so crazy.
I was
at
Bricktown Comedy in Oklahoma City. So
explain to me. Yeah, I was at Wise Guys in Salt Lake City.
Explain
to me why it's crazy.
Well, I guess my first. I guess like. I don't have any fear of like people coming to the event. I didn't have any my thoughts anyway. I didn't have any thoughts about that. I had thoughts about like as a comedian being on stage, since there's going to be less people in the audience, would I feel like bummed out? Would I feel like this isn't the same? Like would I feel like and then I started thinking from a business standpoint, like, okay, well, is this business even going to make enough money? Like, are these waitresses going to make enough money tonight? Like,
I'll tell you who didn't make enough money. The comedian.
Yeah. Well, that's another
now
thing.
They've got a reason to go, hey, man, we have a limited audience.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have to cap them out at 100. I can't, like, work a bonus deal or anything like that. So that was it. But the waitresses made great money.
They did?
Yeah.
Yes, because everyone's audiences, and you guys will both know this, and maybe anyone that listens that isn't a comedian, you might not know, but audiences are famously, and more so than ever now that podcasts have blown up, people didn't used to know comedians. They just went to the Improv and they'd maybe hope to see one famous person, and then all the other comedians, they'd be like, this is great. I would say in the last 8 years I've witnessed, with the success of you and Segura and basically everyone that's on this wall, is now people, if they haven't seen you before, they're like, who's this guy? I've never heard of him. And then the vibe shifts to this weird, like, make me laugh, bitch. Like, that's the vibe. Where I'm unfunny till proven funny. And then it kind of is like, oh, he is funny. And I have never even heard of him because I listen to all the podcasts. I'm shocked that someone is funny that I don't know, right? Whereas that totally changed.
Yeah.
This weekend, dude, people were so generous. Like, one dude tipped our server like $200.
Wow.
That's all awesome. These people were gushing to me like, oh my God, thank you. So they were just so happy. I was crushing on like throwaway lines. Like, so it was very generous.
Yeah.
Did you feel, what were some of you guys' fears going into it before we even talk about what the weekends were like? Like, did you have any like or thoughts, even just thoughts?
Yeah. I wasn't worried about the shows. And in terms of like, you look out in the audience and it sounds different because it's at a third capacity or half capacity or whatever it is. My philosophy is, okay, or I could stay home and there's no show. There's no one getting laughs. There's nothing, you know. So, and yeah, you're not gonna just flip a switch and we all come back and it's exactly the way it was.
Right.
And we gotta
acclimate,
gradually get into it, and you know, kind of test the waters a little bit. And then if it's good, then we'll move up to the next level. I was more worried about the travel than anything. That, and it was for me like the worst part for me wasn't the shows. I love the shows. The audiences, much like you said, were great. They were so starved for content. They wanted to go out. They wanted to have fun. But traveling, that was weird because you had to wear the mask the whole time, which when you go to the grocery store, it's like, okay, it's an hour. But when I'm flying to Oklahoma City, that's 6 hours of
you
wearing,
don't realize how many
wearing a mask.
snacks you try to sneak in there. How many times drinks. You know?
Yeah, like that's 6 hours of wearing a mask, and then like
back of my ears are hurting.
Yeah, and like they're not serving food on the plane, so you got like if it's a long flight, you're like, okay, I gotta snack up before I get on.
And were the seats spaced out on your flights more? Was there something like that?
Southwest was. American Airlines did not give a.
You're too famous to fly Southwest, Brad. First of all. This guy's flying Southwest. You're killing it, man.
I've been on there.
Famous for Southwest.
It was $98.
Hey, you got to.
So I flew from LAX to Salt Lake City, and then Salt Lake City to Seattle to LAX because they canceled all these like legs of flights.
Right.
A longer trip home. There was nobody in the airports, nobody on my flight. That was kind of eerie, but that's pretty safe. I mean, like if I see no people, I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
Also, I will say, and I know this is gonna annoy all the liberal New York comedians that I'm gonna say this, but I dealt with it pretty like selfishly. Like I was like, I'm not afraid. I want to go tell jokes. I'm wearing the mask out of respect for others. If you want to come hug me, I don't give a shit. Like I'm so.
Well, and also like for
I don't care.
Like for you personally, you're in that group that, according to the science, it's like you should be fine.
Right.
It like you don't have an immune problem. You're a healthy guy. You got a big dick. Like you.
Thank you.
Like you.
Well, I will
fine.
say the people that come to my shows, obviously seem to not care either.
Right.
And I don't. So if they get me sick or I get them sick, fuck them.
Yeah, if they come out,
they
that's the thing.
came out.
Yeah.
And so it's like I'm not hurting Graham. She's at home.
Right.
And I know that that's a selfish take, and I'm admitting that I'm selfish because I just want to get back to comedy so bad.
Yeah.
And I'm so tired of being at my house with my dog. I tried to do one of those virtual shows, had a great time, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah, I did.
And
a few of those too.
I need to. Weird. I needed it. I needed to I need my hotel rooms. I need to flirt with girls. I need to tell jokes.
Yeah.
I needed some sort of semblance of what I'm used to.
Whenever you got to the club, like, did you feel like did they seem really, really excited to like be back in business?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they were stoked, and the wait staff was stoked because they had a job. You know, and that's like
people were happy, man.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I'll respect anyone's wishes if they want to stay home, if they want to go out, whatever. But like, I understand when you say, "Oh, all the restaurants are closed." There's some people there that just they can't hunker down for 3-4 months and then be fine. Like their rent is due. They got to buy food. They got to do all these things. Like, so I respect that if you're like, no, I have to go work. So
But also, we weren't at a beach. Like laying on each other and sweating and kissing and stuff. I was at a comedy club and that literally like everybody that came in had to get their temperature taken.
Yep.
Okay.
They had their hands sanitized.
Really?
They had to wear masks to come in. They had to wear their mask on the way out. When they get sat at their table, the tables are 6 feet apart. Right? There's no party larger than 4. Mm-hmm. Each comic had their own separate microphone that were sanitized in between the show. So I mean, there's a safe way to do this.
Did you bring your mic from home? You didn't bring...
I jokingly brought a mic from home to do like gag that I used to do this gag where
This is gonna be bad. Sorry.
Yeah, it was
I'm joking,
it
go
was
on.
bad. Well, actually, I'll tell you, it was
tell me, it
it's
might
funny
be good.
once. If you see me at the store and then you see me do it again in the improv, you're like, I just saw this idiot.
Yeah.
So the joke is like I would come out. I did this way before the quarantine. I would come out and I would like look like I was like disgusted with like the microphone, and I would like take it out and then put it on the table, and then I'd pull out like gold microphone out of my back pocket, pop it in, and just act like, and then everyone would like laugh because they were like so confused by me doing the first part.
Right.
And then I'd be like, yeah, they don't clean those things, and it just makes me look like this elitist kind of
Oh,
guy.
I like that.
The problem with that bit is it's hilarious if I'm following like that Drew, that stuttering guy, or if I'm following Theo or something. But if I'm following like Miss Pat and I just come out and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I just like now the crowd's like, what the hell was that, man?
Yeah.
Is this dude like a racist? Like, so that's why I had to stop. I stopped doing it. I basically
Bobby Lee does it. You're like, those people.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
Those people that aren't welcome at the VFW. You know what I'm talking about?
And I'm so dumb that I didn't put that together. I was just like, why did nobody laugh this time?
Yeah.
Like, dude, you look like an asshole. And so I stopped doing it. But then I was
Because Jamar Neighbors went on before you, and now you look like a piece of
like,
shit.
I'm so dumb I didn't even connect it. So I brought that same mic and did the same gag each show for this.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, because there was 4 mics for all, and I said, take one of those mics down, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend like they didn't leave me a mic, and I'm just gonna have to like do the gag that I brought my own.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like you said, like there's precautions that you could take, so it's definitely like it's not. Yes, the safest thing would be to just stay in your homes and throw a blanket over
True.
you and never leave your house. Yeah, that's the safest thing, but there are ways to do these shows that it's like, okay, take temperature, stay spread apart, and no one was sat at a table with someone they didn't know. So like,
Wow.
so it's like, yeah, if you came in the same car together, you sat at the same
And I
table
have
together.
coronavirus, and I feel fine, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what the big hubbub is,
Dude, coronavirus models would be cool if they had like a group of men or women that have
do
it
that.
but that are
Just
fine.
pretend.
Yeah.
We'll put like some sores on us that just like act like.
I don't know who would be. What comedians would be? I've always Jeff's only. He used to be like kind of you.
What?
Maybe D'Elia gets factored in, I think, by his confidence.
Oh, for like
Handsome,
good-looking
male,
models, dude.
male
Oh,
comedians.
there's tons, man. Kevin Hart, John Mulaney,
Lachlan Peterson.
Lachlan Peterson.
No
Lachlan.
no one's better
I wouldn't throw
looking.
Mulaney
Lachlan
in
Patterson,
there.
isn't it?
What's that?
Lachlan Patterson.
Patterson. Sorry, I fucked up his name. Lachlan Patterson. No one's better looking than Lachlan Patterson.
There is that generic, like not generic, but there's there's that old ideology, like, oh, he's too good looking to be a comedian or something.
Yeah.
But if you look at like how many, like, there's tons of good looking comedians.
Yeah.
Are there?
Yeah.
Really?
Richard Pryor, I guess, was kind of handsome.
You're a good looking
Eddie
guy,
Murphy.
Theo. Like you're
I'm
like an
okay.
attractive guy.
Well, but then it's like,
I'm an 8.
Jerry Seinfeld's not ugly. Johnny Carson was handsome.
yeah, because you also have to factor in
Letterman's ugly, right? But
we're looking at it from the scope of Los Angeles, like, oh well, I'm in LA 6 or whatever. But then you go out to South Dakota to perform for the Fighting Midgets, and you're like, oh, I'm a 9.
Exactly.
This is awesome.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah.
is a good looking. Chris D'Elia is a good looking. There's like think about
Look at
There's
Lachlan.
Lachlan. Jesus.
Look at
Now, Lachlan is
Lachlan.
handsome.
That is a handsome
God.
dude.
What's the guy?
Sometimes I don't even know what he's talking about, dude. He could be a comedian. He could be working for Postmates.
Jack
he could
Knight's
be
a good-looking guy, but nobody would ever go, you're too good-looking to do comedy, because that's a black guy. So they're just gonna go, that's his thing's a black guy. You can't say that he's too handsome.
Yeah.
You spelled Jack wrong. Jack, he spells J.
But they found it, though.
Oh, okay,
Did he
Google's like,
change
we
it?
know what you mean, white guy.
I know, but that's the thing is like why is it when Kevin Hart's handsome they're not like he's too good-looking for comedy? They're like, well,
Right.
he's short and he's a black guy. Let him. It's like what? He's got
Well, there's a black
abs,
pass. You get a black pass for a lot of
super
stuff.
handsome.
You know?
Yeah, so yeah, there's some good looking.
You had to
dudes
grow a
out there.
mullet for God's sakes. Everyone was going, that guy's too good-looking.
Oh, dude, I felt horrible. I felt so uncomfortable without long hair.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah?
dude. Once I grew my hair long, now I couldn't even imagine it being short again. I just
love
felt, I don't know, I just felt so exposed before. Dude, if you never grow, because here's
Yeah.
what happened. I saw pictures of myself. I said, man, I never had long hair. I'm never going to have it in my whole life, I guess.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
then I grew it out and I was like, oh, wow, dude, I love this. This is what I was supposed to have.
You look
And
like
some
Mitch
asshole
Williams.
kept taking me to get my hair cut, my mother. Miss Bobby, dude. This lady named Miss Bobby. You
gotta
And I
cancel
thought she was a man forever because of her name, but she wasn't. It was just, she was like 90 and they used to call Bobbie. And she used to cut my hair for fucking $4, dude.
Miss Bobby.
Miss Bobby.
Shout out to that dude.
And I
Miss
think
Bobby.
she had scissors. That was her, basically her
That's how she got the job.
her
Yeah. It's
qualifications,
like,
yeah.
yeah. You just show up.
You cut one, you figure it
Look
out.
like shit. No mirrors in the whole place where you cut it.
No.
No mirrors.
No,
bro.
she doesn't want
She's
you to
bad.
critique it. Yeah. Now,
So what else at the place? So I didn't even think about the mics. So the microphones on stage.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to think like, yeah, to me, did it feel like you guys were pioneers? Like, did you guys feel like, holy shit, like...
I didn't think I was until I got back. I posted. You didn't post yours.
I post on Instagram.
Oh, I posted all mine on
yeah.
all the stuff. Just say, hey, I'm out. Comedy's back. Let's do this. Come to the shows. Let's have a good time. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I must have gotten, and I'm not exaggerating, probably 40 comics either text or called the next day.
Looking for work? Looking to get the...
saying, what was that like? Or,
Oh
hey,
yeah,
I heard.
yeah. That happened to me too. Yeah.
I've never, Annie Letterman's never called my phone in my life.
Yeah.
We'll do snotty texts back and forth. Like
Sure.
I'm like stoned at a hotel, and Annie Letterman's
Yeah,
calling.
she's great to sext with, even though neither one of y'all's going to hook up with each other. Annie, I'm no joke. Annie's great for that. Annie
I didn't know that.
She just loves like fun
Yeah,
conversations, so
it's
you can
good.
like...
That's
Yeah.
great.
You can
You're
send
like,
her
can I
horrible
just
things.
practice sexting
Oh,
with you?
yeah.
You
I was
know?
bad on the phone with her because I was just going like, whoa. Like I was like kind of like I didn't expect anyone to call. I don't know. I shouldn't even have answered.
Yeah, I got a few comics calling me too, and
it's
it's like you guys know that it's just like it's comedy, right?
It's the same.
Like it was
It was the same.
it was the same. Yeah, there's a few less people. I was more bummed that like in between shows or during the daytime, I couldn't walk around and like do things in the city.
I did do
I was
that.
bummed about that.
I did that, but it was just the same as kind of California, like where I walked to like a coffee shop. I was able to have coffee there. Mm-hmm. I like sat in like this park. There was a bar that had like an open patio you could sit on.
Oh, there you go.
So that was kind of nice. And I was giddy. I wouldn't shut up. I was sitting with two friends.
Yeah.
And I just like was motor mouth, like because I was so excited to be back, like in the
Doing
sunshine on a
stuff.
patio with like a cold
With
beer and
people.
like food. And I was like being able to just do.
Yeah.
Because I've been in my house, man. It's boring.
Yeah.
And you were in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and that was rough because that club, it's a great club. It's in the middle of this downtown area called Bricktown, and like I got sad walking around during the day because it's like there's a minor league baseball park right there where
The Redbirds? What is it?
Oklahoma City Dodgers play,
Cool.
and then the Thunder Stadium is right there too, and there's a big movie theater, there's a river walk, there's all this stuff. I'm like, wow, if this was all open, this would have been, I could have gone to a baseball game during the day, come a day early, see the Thunder play, see a movie. Like it would have been a whole great weekend. So that club's going to be fantastic once everything starts opening up again. It's going to be great. But
Who owns the club?
the same
Adam Norwest?
Yeah.
That's that club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the same people that do Tacoma.
It looked like they packed them kind of in on yours. I saw a picture of the show. Because I couldn't
I'm-
find any of the stuff. I was looking for yours.
Yeah.
Like when he told me you did, I was like, Brett didn't go on the road. Because I knew we talked about you going to Wise Guys.
Yeah, going.
Yeah,
And
'cause
so
you're
I
headed
was
there
like, well,
this
who
week.
was he there?
Yeah.
And so I was looking for it, and I only could find like a dude tagged you in a photo from like the back green room area.
Yeah,
Like where the seats were.
Yeah.
Were you
no.
nervous about putting it on social media?
I was. I put it on Instagram because that's people that follow you, that like they like you, they love you. I didn't put it on Twitter because I was nervous that someone would start retweeting it. And then
I was
someone
hoping someone would start with
calling me an
I was
asshole
just
for
begging
going out
her,
and
go ahead,
earning my
fucking-
goddamn living.
Go ahead, Nikki
Yeah.
Glazer, talking about being you're such a hero for staying home with your parents. Go ahead, come at me. Oh, how heroic. You millionaire. You haven't had sex for 2 months. Get a life.
Well,
You could do Nikki, you do grosser things all the time, bragging about anal sex.
That's a
You're
good-
worried about a virus nobody's
That's a good
ever seen.
point, Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, wear a face mask on your beehole, dude, if you want to really take care of
No, like
of others.
there's some sort of weird like heroic, like, oh, we're such heroes.
There is. Well, I noticed too that there's this thing where I think a lot of people want you to stay home because it gives them, and I'm not saying this about Nikki, but just it gives them a sense of control and a sense of like, okay, I don't have to do anything. Nobody can do anything.
right.
There's the photo.
It keeps them in a safe space.
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to.
Yeah.
They look
that's you-
pretty close to each other.
Wow, that's nice, man.
Yeah.
Well, they only look close to each other compared to where I played, I guess.
Well, that, and it's like, okay, I mean, I'll tell you that from this stage, this is a weird angle because yes,
Yeah.
it looks very close to each other, but it's like those photos of the beach where they're like so and so's on the beach, you know, all the people, and then if you really zoom in, you're like, oh no, people are separate.
Yeah.
Like they're not like throwing a towel like on top of each other.
Or like in the
doing
NFL,
shit.
they always air the game from the side, so it looks like those linemen are right next to each other. But if there was like a bird's eye view, or if it was north to south,
Yeah,
you'd
there's
see that there's
2
gaps.
feet.
for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing.
there's gaps.
It's kinda-
So
Yeah, or like whenever you catch a fish, remember if you caught a fish and you put it in the back of a fake truck, remember, and took that picture? You're like, look at this big fish, and it was just a little fish.
That's
yeah,
my favorite
but
example.
dude, it was great, and they
My
all
grandfather
had
used to do that.
they all had a great time, and it was just so like I got so many messages afterward. From
everyone's wanting to know.
Yeah, and just
All my
people just-
scared friends going,
yeah, and it's
you're
like,
doing that?
Yeah, it's almost like you guys are almost like the Neil Armstrong and whoever and Buzz Aldrin, I feel like, of comedy. I'm not even joking, man.
Yeah.
It was like, I was like, oh my God, because I've been taking a break from having guests, just having guests on the podcast, just been really tired. And so,
Yeah.
but I was like, oh my God, I said, I just have to know about this.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think
That's Brad.
yeah, there we go.
Oh, nice. That's a good shot.
I'm up there. Yeah, well, because I didn't do a meet and greet afterward, so I had a moment where I was like, all right, everyone. Take out your phones, and I'm gonna do some poses on the stage, so you can like have a
that's
photo
funny.
and post on your social media.
great.
Because I didn't want to do a meet and greet, so I started like grabbing the mic stand and like doing stuff that I would never do actually during my act. And I thought, social distancing, I'll just wave a mic stand around my face.
And
you must be strong, man. Those mic stands are heavy.
they are pretty heavy.
Little compact biceps.
I also want to go in and was Brad Williams comic at Brad Williams comic was amazing, funny as hell for someone so little.
What does that mean?
That's the comment. Funny as hell for someone so little. What do you think? A tiny person telling jokes isn't going to be good?
I thought his
Like,
jokes.
damn, man.
I thought
How'd
the
they-
laughs would be 1/3 of.
Yeah,
How'd they fit all the funny in that little guy?
Yeah,
You know?
man. I mean, he's tiny. I didn't think a tiny guy would be funny. God
I
bless
will
you,
admit my
Oklahoma.
meet and greet got irresponsible.
Did it?
Because
Yeah.
you know I'm talking a big game on stage, acting like I don't care. I'm doing all these jokes about how like I was like I didn't get my coronavirus from some millennial sneezing on me in Uber. When I heard about it, I ordered bats. I ate a bat. That's what I did. I want it from the source. I got it
Yeah.
the right way. So I'm doing all
Right.
these like, and that's riling them up a little, you know. And so it's riling them up in the worst way. Where they're like, yeah, fuck these masks. What do we, you know?
Yeah.
And like
Right,
that's
right,
the
right.
worst. That's irresponsible. But I was just doing comedy, and then afterwards at the meet and greet, they're like, hey, can we get a photo with you? And I was like, yeah, you want a mask or no mask? And they're like, dude, we don't care about that. And they're like all touching. Like it did get a little.
Yeah.
Oh, so then
Irresponsible.
but do you
Start
get
having some
nervous at that
whiskey.
point a little?
No, I don't care.
Then the guys was like starting to lick your face and stuff. That
Well, it's the same-
that was a little
It's
inappropriate.
the same thing I thought as earlier. It's like they're obviously, you know, if they get sick, they get sick.
Yeah.
That's on them.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like it's definitely become, I think, a lot of people that are. It's like, you know, am I risking getting sick, or am I just? Do I think that this thing has kind of run its course? Do I feel like we've done everything that we can, is like by flattening the curve? It's always kind of 2 weeks. You know, every time they say like, oh, 2 weeks
Yeah.
to this, 2 weeks to that.
I think you just got to make your decision.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I would never judge anyone for wearing gloves out in public and doing the mask and like keeping it. I think that's great. I think
Yeah.
that's awesome. If you don't want to do that, you know, like what's that one guy? God? He gave us like free will.
Yeah.
And we love that about him. We love that he lets us do whatever.
Well, like-
whatever the consequences are.
Right, yeah, that's that's the way that I feel a lot of times. I'm still going to be smart and wise. I've always had, I feel like, decent instincts, so I'm going to trust my instincts.
Yeah, and like my parents are both like 75, and my dad's immune compromised. He should not be
Right.
going out and
And
doing
if you're going to go hang out with him, you shouldn't be.
exactly
Right.
I should go get tested,
Exactly.
or I should
But-
if grandma's living with you at your house, then you have a different responsibility.
Yeah.
So we're not saying like everyone just go out, but if you're young, healthy, 30-year-old, 20-year-old, and you're like, I want to go just have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, and there was
responsible.
very few times someone was in like my bubble.
Right.
To be
Yeah.
honest, like if I look over the entire weekend, there was very few times that anyone
Yeah.
was even that close to me.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, there
fun.
really is actually. Whenever you go to a comedy club, there really aren't a lot of times, except for when you're in the green room with other comics. There's not a lot of times, and if you don't do meet and greet, then there's not a lot of times where you interact like too
Yeah.
close with other
Right.
people. Really, you come out on stage.
Yep.
I mean, you're almost really the safest person in the room in a lot of ways.
As the comedian.
That was my thought. And I even when I was doing my show, I even tried to be at the back of the stage because I thought, if I talk
Spit.
and like I
Yeah.
spit out, and because I've done that before where I've been on stage and I've said something and I watched the spittle
Oh, yeah.
like
Oh, yeah, I've
fly
said
out of
that
my
a bunch.
face, and it's like, oh, that's going right in
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
that guy's getting that.
I had one guy walk on the Friday early show because we had all the microphones out there three of them, I guess, because I told him to strike one of them, and then I used the thing. And so the other two microphones are just behind me with the things in. And I'm saying, like, right, guys, are we really that scared? Even the people that are the most scared, who claim that they're the most scared of this, they're all at home going, "Oh, did you watch Tiger King?" and singing, sending each other like big black-eyed dick memes. Like, nobody's really that afraid. If this is the end of the world, like, no one seems to really be that scared. And so the people are like, cheering. And so I go, right, we're not afraid. And I just started palming the other mics, like. Of the other comics, like mics, like with my bare hand.
Well, that's also because you're in Utah.
And that basketball player, Rudy
Gay.
No, not Rudy Gay.
Gobert.
Rudy Gobert did it.
Rudy
and so
Gay,
I thought it would be funny, like, to do like a thing like that. Also, they sanitize those mics in between, and I'm the last guy, so that we're gonna sanitize those anyways. So I thought it was funny. Everyone's like having a laugh, and this dude was fucking furious. He like stood up, he like went to the front. He's like, "What is he doing in there? I mean, this is the whole thing, is that we were doing this like responsibly, and he's doing all that." And I was like, "Oh,
wow."
yes,
So that guy's kind of in the middle then. That guy's like,
yeah. Well, and
he also watched the whole show with his mask on. He had like the entire show. Most people took their mask off for the show, and then they'd put their mask back on. He had his whole thing.
how brave is that guy though? Think about that. Like, if in your head that's where you are fear wise,
Right, why
and then
do
you
it?
go to a place, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna rough it out.
I'll make myself do this.
yeah,
It's my wife's birthday. Yeah.
And like I said, if you want to stay home, I'm not gonna make fun of anyone for wanting to stay home. Like, stay home, it's fine. But then if someone wants to go out and be responsible, and it's like, if you're walking up to people and strangers and spitting on them or licking their faces, okay, you're kind of a dick. But if everyone's kind of like playing their part and doing their thing, okay, we can start coming back to what we had before.
Well, some people are making it sound like just by leaving your home at any time to do anything, you're a part of the problem. Like, you must be some Republican crazy person who thinks this virus isn't real. It's like, no, there's ways to go about your life and try to earn some money and try to have your job or try to maintain groceries. There's ways that you can go do your life.
Yeah. Oh no,
safely,
right, and responsible. Like,
not
that's the biggest
good,
thing.
Not as what it was, but.
Yeah, it's like, are people being responsible? Yeah.
Yeah, I had someone yell at me in my neighborhood for taking my dog for a walk because I didn't have my mask on. It's like, no one walks towards us. No one does anything. I'm taking my dog for a walk, like that, and I have an 80-pound pit bull. I need to be able to breathe and have some oxygen to hold this fucker back. Like, this dude is huge.
I'd pay to watch you walk it.
Dude, one time
I should sell tickets to just me walking my dog.
Yeah.
Just go, it's a midget walking a pit bull.
Yeah, 'cause it's just so cool.
on an OnlyFans, I'd watch that.
I'd watch that. I would. I want an image of that, like just of like Brad just mind his business and he's got like.
I probably got some photos on my Instagram about.
Dude, you could have an
my dog
insane
Diego.
OnlyFans. I feel like, if you really wanted to.
Dude, if I wanted to like
if you want to really push that.
So this is something that my wife and I did do, because we have a 4-month-old child, and my wife sold her breast milk to some
Hell yeah.
to some bodybuilders.
Is that legal?
Maybe.
Yeah,
that's my dog.
In California, it is.
No, you can. But like, did she make good money, or was it like the same as like a gallon of homogenized milk? How much money? You
No, I don't think you ask how much money. I think at this point you just accept that they needed the money and that they did it.
You charge a little more.
If someone says, "Hey man, I'm a big fan of Theo Von. How much for your used underwear?" You're like, "Get out of here, gross. You're gross, man." And then they're like, "How about 500 grand?" You're like, "Yeah, I get you a couple pairs." And that's how I'm thinking about like breast milk. It's like, here I am being all judgy.
Yeah.
But then when I hear the amount, I'm gonna go, all right, yeah.
It was more than a gallon of milk. Let's just say that.
And so people, they
price wise, what, you weren't sending more than a gallon of her breast milk?
No.
That would take a while.
No, the price is.
Yeah, the price was.
Jesus, your wife, yeah. She was so dehydrated. Now, how do you, when they get that, what do you put it in, like a little bag or something?
There's a bag because my wife would also donate breast milk to some hospitals to where
like Mad Max.
Yeah, sure.
Do they do that?
Remember those women? They had to like get all their breast milk.
They were like the lactation people.
Pulling that milk out the lady right there.
Yes.
I've never had it. Actually, I had a little. I think a girl put some in my mouth once. Just off her finger. But this was at a restaurant, dude. This is like after the restaurant had closed and a family was still in there. This is after the restaurant had closed and a family was still in there.
Oh, okay. What did you Did you like get it from the source, or did you like squirt across the room, or how did it happen?
No, from the source, man.
I want to know where Theo
This is in Tucson.
grew up.
This is in Tucson, dude. A lady was
A
in there.
mechanic where they'll put a little person in the engine to work on it. Miss Bobby's got no mirrors and she's cutting hair. You got
The
a
worst
lady
haircut.
at a restaurant, a family dining establishment gave you breast milk from the source.
She just put a little on her finger, but what are these men doing with that, Brad, when they get it?
They were bodybuilders, and so breast milk allegedly has like a higher protein.
Oh,
so
nice.
like some bodybuilders really like to have breast milk. So I've got some friends that are in that community, and once they found out, they're like,
She's
dude,
pregnant,
can we get
No
some?
way.
And I'm like, sure, but pay for it.
Yeah, I'm not
Like,
just going to give you my baby's milk.
You think I'm squeezing my wife out over here for nothing?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Look at this. Here it says right here, mothers are making thousands of dollars selling their pumped breast milk online to bodybuilders.
Mm-hmm.
Some bodybuilders claim breast milk helps build muscle mass more than any other food. I could see that.
You know what's interesting about making money that you feel weird about?
Oh, breast milk is actually much lower in protein than cow's milk, and bodybuilders, specifically large men, need much more protein. Oh, so they're wrong?
Nick, see if you can find us a chart actually that shows like the protein in breast milk compared to other milk.
Yeah, but it was a nice little side hustle.
Oh, definitely.
So I got a golden doodle, right? I just got him. He's like,
I've seen pictures
he's
of him
like
on your Instagram.
6
He's
months
beautiful.
old now. Yeah, great
Yeah.
dog. And every time there's been times where people go, "You gonna get him neutered?" And I say, "Yeah, I'm not yet. He's only 6 months. His nuts haven't even dropped."
Mm-hmm.
And then one lady, she goes, "Oh, you're not gonna neuter him, are you?" And I was like, "Oh, one of these people, right?" And so I was like, "Well, I mean, I don't know. Probably. I haven't thought about it." She's like, "Well, it's good money." And I was like, "What?" And she goes, "Oh, well, like what you can do is there's like a stud fee, where basically like if you want your dog to have sex." Someone will take your dog for a few hours, bring him back. Your dog just gets to have sex, and then
Yeah.
they come back and hand you a check for a pretty good amount.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
What?
that happens, yeah.
That's great.
Watching
my
dogs
dog needs
fuck.
sex anyways. I'm not gonna watch, but like if they want to take him off my hands for a little while, he can go do that. They say give me $1,000, and then my dog comes back all happy and tired. I think that's a pretty good deal.
And you got a fat G, yeah.
It's not like a golden doodle girl is gonna show up on our doorstep like, yo, my father lives here.
Right.
Like, yo, we need some child support. Like
You're gonna-
it seems like a totally
You're gonna go on
Just
Maury
scratching
Povich.
at the bottom of the door.
totally harmless
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
Now here it says right here, in 1 cup of breast milk,
yeah.
you have
2.5 grams.
2.5 grams of
That's not much protein.
That's not. Yeah, because cow's milk has 12 grams. Is
How
that
does that compare, Nick?
Is that in the same
Do you see
cup?
the other-
right there? 8 grams in cow's milk whole, 8 grams in 1%, 8 grams in skim.
Yeah, so it's less.
So it has the same amount as like almond milk virtually,
All right. Well, there you go.
which is not even milk. It's just nut water.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go, bodybuilders.
Yeah, dude. Almond milk is just nut water, huh?
Nobody's getting milked. Why
Why
are they
don't
calling it milk?
They should call it nut water. They really should, because they soak the almonds in
Yeah.
water.
Nut juice or nut milk. Or
Yeah.
I mean nut water.
I mean, they should have like a rogue
God,
almond milk company, and that's what they would do to like separate themselves. Like,
there's some
yeah,
bad milk out there.
you guys are calling yourselves almond milk.
And
Nut
where
water.
do you drop that off in person? Do you leave that at the door? How do they get
Oh,
that?
for the
breast milk.
bodybuilders? Yeah, we dropped it off in person.
Wow.
Venmo.
I love that, dude.
I like
you got
anything
your
you can
wife
make.
in the
Yeah,
back of the
she's
car.
making it.
Yeah.
She's in there pumping
If
it
someone
out.
could buy my urine, I'd be like, sure, I'll get you as much as you want.
You're just keeping her hydrated. You keep buying her Gatorades every other 7-Eleven. You
Yeah,
see?
it's like hair, man. Hair's free, man.
Yeah, it was crazy because there's never a good time to go through a pandemic, but like we got the baby at home, so it's like, and thankfully my wife, the baby breastfeeds, so it's like that's a renewable food source. So
Yeah.
it's like I didn't have to go out and buy baby food or anything like that. We just had food for the baby. It was great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Support for this past weekend comes from Manscaped. Who is number 1 in men's below-the-belt grooming? I will let you know it is Manscaped. They offer precision-engineered tools for your family jewels, baby. That low box. You know what I'm talking about. Crotch. It's time to take care of your junk. Manscaped does something that other places don't do. They have a mower. It is called the Lawnmower 2.0. It's waterproof and it's skin-safe technology. So you can't frickin' grip your own sack. You can't get it stuck up into your pubis or anything like that. You can take care of your body, make it look classy. Give your dick that fade it always wanted. It's time to take care of your body, and the Perfect Package 2.0 not only includes that lawnmower, it also includes anti-chafing boxer briefs that keep you feeling comfortable in the lowdown. For on-the-go freshness, you'll love the Crop Reviver Ball Toner Spray. Ooh, you'll be able to take them balls anywhere. Oh, it's go time for your bag. Support this past weekend podcast. I know you hear a lot of ads, but we need the love. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Theo at manscaped.com. That's right, get 20% off and free shipping with the code Theo at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code THEO. What else was there like from the shows? I'm trying to think like after the show, like did the energy feel the same like in the room during the show?
Yeah, but more. I thought more just
Really?
because everyone was just so excited to be out. Like, and there were lines that I would say that I would thought like, all right, this is kind of a throwaway line or just something casual, and then it would get a reaction where I'm like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
it felt like a full room for.
yeah,
Really?
like
That's awesome.
I wrote a real basic joke about how like when the virus happened, every company had to put out their coronavirus commercial.
Oh yeah,
Where they're just like, you know, every commercial right now starts off like,
we're gonna get through this.
yeah, like we get that in trying times. And all I said was like, we don't need every company's response to coronavirus. And there was a cheer in the room, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, it's true though.
okay.
People feel that way.
Yeah, it's like I get it. AT&T insurance, let me know what you're doing to lower my rates or whatever. But there's literally a commercial from Oreo fucking cookie.
Yeah, I was getting emails from like Wells Fargo, like, don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about you.
you're a bank. You'll
Yeah.
be fine.
You're
Don't
always
worry.
behind glass.
We're fine, yeah. Don't worry, our ATMs are clean, and it's like
It's so weird.
Yeah, so like stuff
Earth
like
Bar
that.
sending me fucking-
yeah. It's like Coca-Cola is like, here's what we're doing. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you're making sugar water. That's what you're doing.
know.
It's fine.
No, I will say the thing I was most nervous about, and again, this is selfish. I just thought I might be rusty because this is the longest I've ever gone
yeah.
without doing stand-up
Yeah.
for 15 years. So I was
3
like,
months or whatever it was.
I was afraid I'd be rusty. But them being so generous, and then also I realized I wasn't that rusty. Like I felt rusty on that virtual show.
Did it feel weird? Did
Yeah.
it feel weird going back into because like if I were to get back on stage, I'm like I have some new stuff I would kind of do, but otherwise it's like
you got to change all the bits. And I'll tell
Really?
you, just in the verbiage. So I usually get up there and I go, just got back from Mexico, so I can go to all my Mexico stuff.
Right.
I can't say it. I can't. Or like if I want to make a joke about something that happened between me and a girl, I'll usually lie and be like, oh, I took this girl out on a date like the other day or like last week or something.
Yeah.
But now,
Can't say that.
yeah.
that.
So I had to be like, oh, I remember. God, I think it was last year I took this girl out on a date.
Yeah. And
But even that little adjustment was hard to do. Like, and it
Right.
feels so dishonest and like so. But like,
Yeah.
they know I haven't been doing anything.
right. Yeah. There's a bit I do about how like I'm. It's something that my neighbor said to me because I'm never home. I'm always traveling.
Oh, yeah.
So then my neighbor saw me in front of my house and then said something to me like I didn't live in my house.
Right.
And it's like I can't do that.
That
bit right
bit won't
now.
work, yeah.
No, it's because it's like no. I've been home for 3 months. They know me now.
I would start jokes. Like I would start a joke and then go, I got to change that start. Like that quick math you do in your head.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And only a comic would notice, or only like quickly shifted.
I would liken it to where if you've ever done those shows at the Laugh Factory on like Christmas and Thanksgiving where they feed the homeless and then they have the comics go on stage and perform for the homeless. There's some bits you don't want to do
Right.
for homeless people, like when your car braked. Oh, fuck.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
like when you're
Yeah, this dinner's pretty good. Where's all the hooch? They're like, what?
like, I remember watching Joe Coy in one of these shows, and this is years ago, and he was doing his bit about like orange chicken and Panda Express. He's like, you guys know what? He stopped. It's like, you guys know what Panda Express? And like,
So that's pretty. Like they're like,
It's
of
like-
course, we take a shit in there every day.
but like no
They
one
know all the businesses.
But like no one knew about it in that room. And you're like, oh fuck. But
Yeah.
like you felt bad. You felt condescending. You felt like I. But that's what a professional
Yeah.
does is you have
Yeah,
to
you wanna-
adjust. And then Paul Mooney just went on stage and destroyed the room. Like
really?
he he killed.
Wasn't he homeless now? Isn't that how that works?
I'm not. I have no
He's a
idea.
crazy
I hope
person, I
not.
thought.
I hope
He had
not.
a special out a couple years ago.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, he could also be homeless now.
Well, he's just a psycho.
Yeah.
No.
So I thought he's like, a lot of homeless people are psychos.
Oh, yeah.
Speak the language. But
Well,
yeah,
this-
so it's
he
that
like
thing
knew
where
what they. He's like
Yeah.
able to talk to him.
Dude, the homeless people so I was jogging the other day, and there's a homeless, like I live right by a park over in Westwood, and so there's a lot of homeless now
Right.
living in the park, but they got campers. The city got campers and put them up since the virus.
Wow.
Got the campers and put them in
Oh,
different
nice.
campers. So a lot of times at
Upgrade.
night, it's really pretty nice. They're nice. They're
cool.
nice campers. So I'll jog by at night, and the other night I'm jogging by, and there's a guy out there smoking out on the. He's like sitting like on the step of the open door of his camper, and he's got music going, and it's like James Brown or something pretty fun, pretty loud. And then behind him there's a sewage truck backing up. There's a guy with a hose in a full hazmat suit and PPP, like the shield
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything,
yeah.
walking up to it with a to drain the sewage out of
Right.
the camper. And I'm just like, this is so bizarre. I'm like, here you have a homeless guy
Yeah.
who's just doing whatever he wants.
Yep.
And then you have like, how much is this costing
The
to have this
government
sewage
employee,
guy?
yeah.
Yes, I mean, and literally walking up like he was in Armageddon or something.
Yeah.
like
Well, I
so
mean,
scared, full bodysuit
We're in
walking
a
up.
pandemic, and this dude's job is to deal with the piss and shit of homeless people.
That's true.
I'd be sleeping in a hazmat costume.
I'd need a cup of breast
That
milk.
job,
right
he's
here.
not telling jokes.
Yeah.
He's not telling jokes to some middle class people in Utah.
Yeah.
This dude is.
Yeah.
That's the job.
Did it feel like it was just the audiences that came out? Did it feel like it was just rich people or anything like that?
No.
Did it have that vibe, or
No.
just felt like just regular people?
It's
Quite the opposite. No, I'm just kidding.
no, all walks of life, because there was definitely people that. Do you ever have someone come to your show and tell you all the struggles that they're going through, and you're like, bro, maybe you shouldn't be spending money on a comedy show right now? Like, because there were some people that I got some messages afterward. It's like, yeah, the whole family like lost our jobs, and
Oh, no.
and we haven't had anything. And
yeah,
and
we're all
our-
drinking each other's breast milk.
Yeah, and our lights went out, but man,
The fact that your show-
but we bought tickets to your show, and I'm like, dude,
and for
maybe,
$50 a ticket, it was worth every penny.
yeah,
No.
It's like, whoa, that was $15 ticket. Well, I don't know, you pay a scalper, but there are some people where you're like, whoa, don't like save your money, for. But then there was some other guy that because I wasn't doing the meet and greet, I wasn't selling merch, and I got this message from a guy that was like, hey, you didn't sell merch this week? I go, no. He goes, so you probably lost out on some money? I go, yeah. He goes, what's your Venmo? And he Venmo'd me a little bit of money, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Nice.
And so thank you, that guy.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, were you guys allowed? Were you allowed to sell merch there?
I
Brian?
could my feature act sold merch,
Okay.
so I could if I wanted to. Which now that I think about it, the fact that my feature act sold merch and then we were in the green room together probably defeated that whole purpose of me
Right.
not selling merch. But
Yeah, the skipping the meet and greet didn't help anybody.
yeah, no. But
Yeah.
I
it's
sold
just-
merch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because nobody wanted it.
Yeah.
I saw like my old album that like most of it's like been out for years.
Yeah.
And also it's CD.
Oh yeah, dude.
it's like,
I used to
you know.
sell CDs, dude. Bro, the craziest part was I used to bring the CD duplicator on the road.
Oh,
I had one
that's
of those
great.
Yeah.
3-discers.
Oh, the 3-discer.
Boop, boop,
During the
boop.
day, you're working.
And it would say
Yeah.
read on it. It would say read on it whenever it like started to get the disc.
Oh.
And then you would hear it heating up. I had like one that was pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So it would heat really hot. Like in the
That fan would start going. Yeah.
Who knows if some of those even work?
Oh dude.
That's a roll of the dice.
Then I would take
I got
them-
one of your CDs was blank. Like that happens, man.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
doing
you-
3 at a time.
Yeah.
I pull them out early
Yeah.
sometimes.
Right. I got half a bit.
I'll be like, bro, it ain't that good
Yeah,
anyway.
don't worry, I'm new.
Bro, you're lucky. You're lucky.
My
You're lucky.
first CD is humiliating. When people tell me they got that, I'm like, just take this new one for free.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I have your first album. No, you don't.
Updated.
You
Dude,
don't
I
want that.
forgot about that, and I would go buy the clear cases and put it in, and then
So
get
it
the
looked real?
Xerox and cut the freaking thing and put it
Sure.
in,
I mean,
and sell them.
yeah, now it's like you just have now they already have your album, or they can stream it for free.
Right.
Like it's hard. Like
That's what sucks is because merch is a big way for comics to make money.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you make that extra
So-
$200-300. It's huge.
It's tough to like not have something to sell to them.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so you had to leave a lot of money on the table if you didn't sell merch. But it's just I'll get to that point. And if you want to buy some Brad Williams merch, just go to bradwilliamscomedy.com.
Yeah.
There you go. There's the commercial.
I'll send it to you.
The good thing is you probably know, like, okay, I'm just going to bring 30 or 40 shirts. It's like I'm only going to bring this many things because and where you were at Salt Lake City, it was 100 people.
Yeah, I think it was 100 people per show.
And
I mean, it was like between 100 and 125.
Wow.
Per show. But yeah, I tell you what saved my life during the damn pandemic was being on Cameo. that saved my ass. Because St. Patrick's Day happened, and I said on my social media that
nice. I
will dress up as a leprechaun and send a message
personalized
message.
Praise God, bro.
I made so much money.
I bet.
In a day.
That's a big day.
It was great.
I didn't even think about it. Those are the best ones.
Thank God for
If you have
Cameo.
some sort of like shtick, like Scott Steiner, that old wrestler. He's like,
his are hilarious.
You send me, and I'll punk your wife. I'll do whatever you want. I'll run a what is that called?
Train?
No.
That's what Nick was thinking, wasn't it, Nick?
Scott Steiner. Big
Yeah.
Messed up his
If you look at the cut a promo,
Well, I'm just saying because he and his brother always did everything together. That's all I'm saying.
His
him and Rick,
cameos are hilarious.
and so he just talks shit to these people, and it's so good.
Yeah.
And why is he dressed like
That's how he
Nicki
used to.
Minaj?
That was his WCW kind of like gimmick when he would come out wearing that kind of
Holla
stuff.
if you hear me. Yeah.
I miss remember the old one when he had the things on the wrestling thing?
That's Rick, his brother.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
From the University of Michigan.
He always just kind of
Yeah.
looked like just like a strong, weird collegiate wrestler with like big hair. And then Rick would come out like a dog and like pee on the turnbuckle.
Yeah,
and
Rick
he had
was
the-
crazy,
he had the
man.
ear
There they go.
things.
There they are.
But then
Steiner Brothers.
Then go to the next one, the steroid Scott. That's like the man. Look at that.
Yeah. And he's like 50.
Look at those biceps. You can't build a bicep like that.
that guy will buy your breast milk right there, man.
Frightening. That is
Hey,
frightening.
Scott, if you're listening.
That guy makes breast
I got breast milk.
Yeah,
make
that
that
guy's serving his own stock.
He's got
That's so awful.
He's like, oh, I don't. What is it like where drug dealers like steal drugs, but then they use them sometimes? He
get
seems like
high in their own
dips in
supply,
his own
man.
product.
Yeah, you see, like he gets high on his own
Dude,
supply.
Hey, have you been doing
love-
some of this? No. And he's like just all jacked.
I love how every sports league shut down and pro wrestling was like, fuck y'all.
Yeah, Vince McMahon owns it.
We are going to keep going.
The dude killed a wrestler on accident and then sued his wife for breach of contract. That's how evil Vince McMahon does not care at all. The only reason he didn't do WrestleMania in Tampa as scheduled is because the city of Tampa had to be like, hey, man, you can't.
Right. He's like,
They had to interfere.
You can't do it. Yeah,
we're going to do it.
He's like, do you know how much money this makes me, damn it?
We're going to do it for our fans.
dude. A lot of places are. There's like a lot of pushback now. It seems like because cities are saying you can do certain things.
Yeah.
Didn't we have an article maybe something about that, Nick? There's cities saying you can do certain things, but then people are now like filing lawsuits that they just can't take it anymore.
Well, something that doesn't make sense to me is like they've said, all right, the lockdown's going to be 3 more months, but also we're opening businesses. You're like, well,
Right.
what?
Yeah, it's really confused.
That's
you see,
very confusing to me.
yeah, you see some articles. Go to the article, man.
This is it.
Okay.
Stay-at-home orders.
Aimed at reducing the spread of coronavirus are now facing legal challenges from residents and state officials alike. One of these is pretty wild.
You can't really sue the government right now. They're already giving all their money to people who are stuck at home.
That's tough. But I get the frustration. Like you want to make money. You're willing to go out and make money, and then the government says no, stay home and don't make money, and you're like, oh, so you're gonna pay me? Well, no, we're gonna give you like $1,200.
Well, but it's also just tricky. The government isn't making the virus. Like the government's like, dude, we're trying to kind of save your ass. Like it's tricky. It's like the wrong person to blame.
Well, like look at in Texas. It says the attorney general warned that he could take action against the cities of Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas if they do not scale back orders that are more restrictive. And that's the attorney general. Then the governor is moving towards reopening the state and said that while businesses have the freedom to reopen or remain closed, local governments do not have the option to keep them closed.
California faces a dozen lawsuits that claim the state has unjustly closed down gun shops and religious services and infringed on freedoms of speech and assembly.
Yeah, what do you think about that about religious services?
Yeah,
I think it's kind of like stand-up, man. You got to go to that responsibly.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what I say. Like, if you want to go to it, then go to it. But it's just like you got to understand. That's one of my biggest things, and this might make some of the listeners annoyed. people don't take like their own responsibility. So like they'll smoke for 40 years and then go, isn't it sad I have cancer? It's like, no, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, we love you, Mom, but like you don't get to smoke for 40 and they go, oh, well, I need disability because I'm a big fat lardo and I ate McDonald's 75 times in one day for the last 30 years.
No responsibility.
And so it's like they all want healthcare, but like a lot of the healthcare, like you don't even take health precautions. Like that's the beauty of freedom, is that we get to do what we want. You don't get to do what you want and then be a victim. You don't get to go like, well, I should be able to jog through the park naked and nobody. Yes, but that's not the reality we live in.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't. You jog through the park naked, stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You eat McDonald's, things happen.
If you're a lion tamer for the circus and the lion bites your arm off, you can't sue the circus.
Part of it. And, and also, I love that you're a lion tamer. But don't cry to me when your arm gets bitten off.
Yeah.
And if you want to eat McDonald's 75 times, I love that. But don't cry to me about your diabetes. That's how that works.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way, though, because, like, it's
Same
always...
with me. Actually, let's do this. Sorry, not to interrupt
No,
you.
go on.
If I get coronavirus tomorrow, that's my fault because I'm the
'cause we
stupid
went.
idiot who's doing comedy shows.
Because we went.
So it's the same thing of, like, personal responsibility. Like, that's on me.
Yeah, it's like it'd be way safer if no one played professional football.
Right.
But these guys, it's their choice
Exactly.
to play professional
Yeah,
football.
it's
to make
yeah,
a
it's
living.
kind of that same
freedoms,
argument
man.
when people are always like, "Man, these football players keep getting hurt," but it's like, but they're playing football.
Right.
Like they signed up to play football.
Yeah.
There was a doctor a week ago, I think, who put a picture. He's on an airplane. He's flying from New York to San Francisco, and it's a full plane. And he's like, "I can't believe they said that this plane is full. You know, this is so dangerous." It's like him and 25 doctors, but it's like, but you're on the plane.
Right.
Like if
Yeah,
you
there
don't
is.
want to be,
Sure.
like it's just,
yeah.
it's like we want our creature comforts, but once they start to like, I don't know.
I
You know
agree.
what I'm saying?
That's the whole road I was going down. Is like everyone is so victim-y and soft about that kind of stuff. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, here you go. Dr. Ethan Weiss. I guess United is relaxing its social distancing policy these days. Every seat full on this 737.
Yeah.
And but at that point, you have the opportunity if you want to get off the plane.
Yeah, I mean, it's you have the freedom to make those kind of decisions. I know that when I flew on American Airlines, there was a couple in front of me that had their infant child, like, and and I just kept thinking to myself, why does that baby have to fly right now? Like, but okay,
Wow, yeah.
that's your shit.
Well, and I'll even go a step further. This might, like, so I would say like, oh, maybe they should have drove. You know, like don't be on a crowded plane where we share air with other people.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have drove. Rent a car, drive to wherever this emergency destination is that you're taking this infant, right? And then people will say, oh, well, Jeff, what if they can't afford it? Well, they should have get a better job. They should have worked harder.
Yeah.
Like even those things. They say, well, some people can't. Well, then work hard. Just take your burden and bear it. If you're broke, get rich. If you're fat, you don't like it, lose weight. If you're fat and you're happy, great, flaunt it. What you just do whatever is working for you. Or, I mean, like, do better.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
there
Jeff-
has to be some social record. Yeah, there's no responsibility. Like we keep making it so like we always just keep helping the lowest common denominator, which in America you can be like, I mean, I remember I've been to India before and like they'll have handicapped people like dragging themselves on the ground because they don't have a wheelchair. They don't, or like if they're lucky to get like a skateboard or something or make something like that, you know, where it's like in the US, it's like everything we really get catered to. We're really comfortable, but they keep like catering to like, okay, somebody can, you know, not do anything their whole life, live in a bubble, you know.
It's the worst.
Yeah. Finally come out once to gun down both their parents,
He was born without thumbs, so, you know, we better send him a check every month. And he's like, well, I can't work. I got no thumbs. Like, dude, and I learned all this, like, my ideologies from traveling the world. And I see things and I go, oh, man, if they can do it. I was poor, lived in a car, and I found a job where I didn't need a high school diploma, or I didn't need to, like, I found a job
like,
that
hey,
works.
I'm a moron, so I need to find a job where morons can make
the
money.
fact that I'm rich is ridiculous. And it makes me go, just figure it out. Do what you gotta do. At least these morons with like McMillions, at least they found a scam to get money. Like they did it.
That's a great doc.
Find something, you know? Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's like I can't be a professional basketball player because, you know.
You had to find another way.
Because I'm white.
Right. That's a good joke.
I had to write that one down. But like, so I found a job where I could be a professional.
You figure
and
it out.
Do it.
Did you ever think, because you were a smaller person, Brad, that in stature only, that you should have got like an extra something from the government or anything
Like a
like that?
TLC show or something.
Like a TLC show. Every dwarf gets a TLC show.
That's all they do.
Dude,
That's what it's gonna be like one day.
They should just have the Dwarf Network. We got the WWE Network. You got like DIY
There's
networks. Just have the
Really
Dwarf
should.
Network.
That'd be
just
cool,
have
huh?
all dwarf shows all the time.
Serious.
Yeah.
The only problem with those shows is they're always trying to convince that there's nothing unordinary.
Right.
The entire
Yeah.
time. We're just like everyone else.
Yeah.
No.
No, we're not.
You're not like everyone else.
I'm not
or
like
the
everyone
show would
else.
be super boring.
Yeah.
And the guy runs and jumps up into bed.
We want to see how you're navigating your life because it's inspirational to know that you're just like all of us.
Yeah.
Except you're dealing with something that makes you different than us, but like how you're. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I'm not like everybody else because
Yeah, at all.
I have to put my bag up in the overhead storage bin, and I got to get fucking creative.
saying? Yeah, black guys don't come up to me and go, "Hey, what's up, big man?" Like look at this one. Look at this little guy. Like that never
Life
happened to me.
is different. Okay.
Yeah, we
You
do.
adjust.
But yeah, it's like we don't make people like have to be better themselves, really. You know, it's like we'll just keep making it more comfortable. We don't challenge. It doesn't seem like we challenge
Look at food.
people.
What's
you
that?
know?
People just eat for taste.
Yeah.
All they care about is their mouth. Food is to fuel you. It's supposed to like make your body operate at a high level. But all we care about is the taste part. It'd be like filling your car up with like Mountain Dew just every day. And then the engine seizes and the mechanic, a doctor, is like, dude, have you been putting soda pop in this car? It's like, yeah, dude, loves Mountain Dew. You're like, no, this runs on fuel. And you're like, dude, it loves Mountain
But it
Dew. You're
loves
like,
Mountain
okay,
Dew.
well, you're going to have to keep coming here.
Yeah.
The engine's going to have to be stripped and fixed
Yeah.
every single time you put Mountain Dew in this thing. He's like, Mountain Dew is what it likes.
What do you know,
That's what we do with our
doctor?
own bodies. We get one body in our entire life, and we just put shit in it.
Yeah.
And then once we get like to 40, we realize we've got problems and we need pills and medication. It's like, yeah, stupid. You've been doing it to yourself.
And we get them. That's the thing. In the U.S., we get them. I feel like I wonder if we didn't have those things like to help us. Like if we didn't know that like there's some bailout program that's going to be there. There's a way. Like if we all went completely broke, we know there's probably a way where we're going to get housing somehow. That we're going to be able to get medicine.
Or our parents.
Like it doesn't make us challenge ourselves any. But I don't know how you do that. I don't know how
We'll know that like worst case scenario, you can go stay with your parents until you get back on your feet.
Right.
Or like worst case scenario, especially if like you're a clean person, like if you don't drink and drugs and stuff, like you'll probably have 1,000 couches you can rent. Like you'll never be homeless.
Right.
If you can keep up like what you're doing. But people that don't have that, that's why rich kids statistically famously don't do much because they're comfy, they've never had to.
Right.
They always know that backup's there.
They're
And that's
never
what people
forced
might
to.
be doing subconsciously with their health. It's gone, they'll take care of it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I
Figure
think
it out.
I'm sure I've done it in my own life. I smoked not a ton, but I smoked semi decently probably till about maybe 2 months ago now.
Cigarettes?
Yeah,
Really?
over 2 months off of cigarettes. Yeah,
There you go.
but
dude.
it's like I
Feel
can't blame
better.
it. I definitely feel better. God, it was the
Oh,
worst.
you have to.
Yeah, that's the like whenever I actually eat like a kale salad with very little salad dressing on it, I go, damn it, I feel like a lot better.
Well, even the placebo of that, of like I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I've
Right.
made a good decision.
Like I feel
Yeah.
good. Like I don't
I
have
can
to
still
take
go
it.
walk. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
You know
still
why I
walk
never
around.
smoked? You know why I never smoked cigarettes? Because I'm pretty susceptible to peer pressure. I just want to be part of the gang. I want to be friends. So like when everyone was smoking weed, they were always like, "Man, this is the best. Let's get like a marijuana sweatshirt I'll wear to school, and like weed's the best. Weed,
Oh,
weed,
yeah,
weed."
yeah.
And like,
Dr.
like,
Dre.
we're gonna go to Janine's house and we're gonna drink. You guys, we want to drink alcohol, but even like so everything looks really good. You can get it. Anybody who would smoke cigarettes around me would be like, man, don't do this. I hate this shit, man. Like, while they're smoking a cigarette. So, like, I just saw that commercial and I was like, I'm never going to do that. I've never seen anyone enjoy a cigarette.
That's really true.
They're just sitting there going, I can't believe I do this. It's
Right.
expensive. It stinks. I hate it. Don't ever do this. This is bad.
It's so true. People are like, don't ever do this.
While they're doing it.
Yeah, that was me. Oh,
Yeah.
I'd be miserable and fucking smoking.
Yeah, because no one ever does that with like good sex.
No.
Like
Don't do this.
no, yeah. No one's ever fucking like a hot person and be like, this
Yeah.
is horrible. I hate
You
this.
wouldn't eat a sandwich and you're like, ugh, this is the worst. Don't eat one of these later. It's like, what?
Brownies.
You're doing it.
yeah, it looks
And that
great.
comes with the placebo of self-loathing and stuff. So like when you're doing that, you're kind of feeling gross
Oh,
about
yeah.
yourself. Like, man, I shouldn't be doing this. I said I was going to quit, blah, blah, blah. So there's the opposite effect of that kale salad psychologically.
But then there's so like, we could like they have cigarettes. People can have them if they want to, right?
Yeah.
They're available. But do you blame like the government for allowing
Nope.
like there to be cigarettes that people can have even though they're addictive? Or
It's free will, man. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just don't cry to me when you get lung cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
as long
say
as it
it's so
doesn't hurt
sad
anybody
you
else.
died early, but you chose that. But good for you. I love that you want to do that.
Yeah, it's like why do we watch the dude walk across the volcano on the tightrope? Because in the back of your head, you're like, wow,
I'd never do
he
that.
could fall.
Yeah,
into
and
that.
also I'd never do that. That
I'd
makes
never
him
do
heroic
that.
to me. 'cause
Yes,
I'm like,
and
wow.
then if that dude fell in the volcano and died, would we feel bad for him? No, we'd all be like, well,
Right.
he walked across the
Volcano.
I always think about that with the football analogy of like, I wouldn't have posters of these guys on my walls as a kid and think they're like these hero titans if it was safe.
Yeah.
That's what makes them cooler than my dad. Is like they can like go crush skulls and like
Yeah.
they're like literally like throwing footballs 50 yards.
It's not like I have a poster of my stepdad Willie on my wall.
Here's Uncle Al. He got his graduate degree from FBW or whatever.
Yeah,
these
he's an
things are. I don't
accountant.
care.
Done. Look at his stats.
Miss Bobby. I got
Look how many
Miss
returns
Bobby.
look how many returns he filed last year. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Silly.
What a legend. It would be pretty cool if they had like heroic posters for just regular dudes,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Mr. Sensenbaugh. He's taught physical education in school for 40 years.
Yeah, what a
Done.
legend. What a
Legend.
legend. What do we got in the news, Nick? Anything exciting going on?
This was kind of funny. Chuck E. Cheese, because people didn't seem to be wanting to order them on some of the food delivery apps, they changed their branding.
Nobody wanted crappy pizza?
They changed their branding to Pasquale's Pizza and trying to
Ooh, trying
Pretend
to get
they're
that
like-
urban market, huh? Or that Latino.
What does Pasquale's mean?
Pasquale is actually another member of Chuck E. Cheese's rap band.
Oh, I
but
hate
no one
that.
knows
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I hate that I knew that.
You knew that?
Fuck yeah.
The
I knew that.
animatronic rapping.
How
I
did you
also
know
love
that?
that you have a
Pasquale. And then there's the purple one, and then the
Grimace.
Not Grimace though. And then there's his name is Munch. When
Little people are
see if I'm
smaller
right.
people, when you guys
Come
see
on.
like
Better be Munch.
characters, do you guys feel like there's like a sense of like it doesn't seem like you know what I'm talking about, kind of?
What like?
Because you guys get like a lot of the same attention, I feel like, as like maybe Snow White at Disneyland, or like
Oh yeah. Oh dude. Like because all right.
when you see characters like Pasquale or like Chuck E.
Yeah.
Do you
Who's
feel
the
like a
purple one?
symbiosis with them? Like, do you feel like
Kinda. I just go, well, they all get stared at. But no, it was funny because like my job before I was a comic is I worked at Disneyland because I grew up in Southern California, and that's a great way for high school
Great
to make
job,
money.
too. It's
Yeah,
a fun job.
it's great.
Oh, yeah.
it was fun.
great place to meet
Everyone's
gay
happy to
dudes
be
too?
there.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're
not wrong,
bro. It is
Theo.
really a homoerotic hotbed down there.
I didn't know
dude.
that.
It is,
Oh,
it is
yeah.
very. It is
That's
very
horrible.
gay-friendly.
I go to Disneyland all the time with my guy friends.
Yeah,
And no idea they're probably going, hey, there's one of us. There's another gay guy right
A
there.
couple
Great.
graduates.
Yeah, no, it was fun because I got a lot of attention from the girls that worked there because I was like one of the only straight dudes that,
Oh,
What'd you
yeah.
do?
that worked there. All right, I was not one of the 7. That's not.
Okay.
I was a bodyguard for the characters. It's called being a character host.
Yeah, you walk around with them.
Yeah, and just like make sure. No
well, the
one
7
fights them and
dwarfs
stuff.
are actually gigantic when in the costume.
Yeah.
They come out there huge. They're not. They should actually hire dwarfs and then make the costumes smaller. That's
Yeah.
what they should do.
Yes, Mr. Munch. I got it right.
There he is.
Ha!
The
I
current
am a loser.
incarnation
Not
of
at
the
all.
character
It's
is
good.
called Munch's Make Believe Band.
Oh, it's his band. You know
Chucky-
the band leader.
Helen Henny, Mr. Munch, Jasper Jowls, and Pasquale.
Here's the thing: if you're gonna open a restaurant, right, a restaurant arcade for children,
Yeah.
why pick a rodent to be like the man? Like that's the number one thing you don't want in a kitchen.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
I
Disney and
think-
stuff?
For like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, what
oh,
are
yeah,
they doing?
Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, yeah. It's a mouse.
They're like, hey,
he
Chuck
hangs
E.
out in the back.
Cheese. You're like, yeah.
TMZ has a thing out for Chuck E. Cheese. Would you admit that, Nick? Do you think?
He is out for Chuck
Y'all,
E.
but
Cheese.
your buddy-
TMZ hates Chuck E. Cheese
Your
every
buddy
week.
hates Chuck and Cheese.
Who is it? Your body does?
Oh, your buddy, man.
Gianni.
Gianna.
Gianni
Gianni.
hates Chuck E. Cheese too?
He
Posted
tweeted
something.
about, it was actually kind of funny. He posted something how he hated people who were getting takeout from Chuck E. Cheese before this actually happened. One of his friends the next day dropped some off at his house, and a couple hours later, Gianni tweeted, Chuck E. Cheese is better than In-N-Out. Fight me.
Ah,
Well, he drove to Chuck
converted
E.
him.
Cheese. He like filmed it with his phone. You know how like all,
I skipped through most of their shit. I don't know.
but you know how all young people like that's what the new like YouTuber and TikTok is, like them ranting in their car.
Yeah.
Like that with like quick edits for some reason, where it, like just jumps from like random, like that's the whole video, and it's like them just like taking a hard take on like pineapple on pizza or some shit. But that he did like a hard take on how Chuck E. Cheese, they should all be closed. They're all creepy. The food is shitty, and he did like a whole thing. But he definitely did it before all this.
Man.
Yeah, they go after Chuck E. Cheese all the time. There's always, I remember they found a piece of scalp in one of the ball pits or something there once, and that's what set it off.
That's
dog.
a big deal.
But we used to go on dates. I remember people would do like I remember like if your mom and somebody else's mom that had like a cute child or something, they would set you up on a little date at Chuck E. And they would sit you at the other table. You'd sit at one table to parents, and the kids would sit at another table, like a little double date kind of.
I always liked their pizza. I might get Pasquale's takeout.
Really?
I always thought it was good.
I mean, it's hard to screw up pizza, in my opinion.
Maybe it's because I was 8,
That's
but
the thing,
like,
Bro, I no joke. I had my 34th birthday at Chuck E. Cheese's in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I could only invite 5 people. And
Why?
Why?
That's the rule. That was like the amount we paid for in the package. And
it was.
Were they a little alarmed that it was 34-year-old birthday party?
well, the funny part was it would be like they had the birthday tables, and it was like Hannah 6, Jonathan 4. Theo, 34.
Oh, it was your family. You were
yeah.
the family. That's
and then the van would come by. I loved it, man.
You know,
That's so awesome.
So this is a bit I do on stage, so I'm going to try to not do it as it's a bit. True story. I went to Legoland on my day off in Kansas City, and it's just me. I was like, I could spend a day at Legoland. I'll just check it out. It'll like I do Disneyland or something. And I was going to convince one of my guy friends to come down. And so I get there in the parking lot. I felt too weird being alone at Legoland. So I called my buddy Derek. I said, hey, I'll just wait in the car till you get here. He gets there. I'm 30. I think I was 35 at the time. My buddy Derek's like 37 or something. So we meet. We go to the front gate, and they wouldn't sell us tickets to come to to go to Legoland.
Really?
And I said, why? And they go, because you have to have like a kid with you. And I was like, well, we don't have kids. And they're like, yeah, but we don't just let random men walk around.
Respect.
And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, we have adult night twice a month, and if you want to come to adult night, it's like, I'm not here for adult night. I'm only in town this week. I want to go to Legoland.
Wow.
And they were like, well, and I was like, why are you doing this? And they're like, well, because we don't want, kidnappings. We're trying to prevent I was like, well, you're going to cause a kidnapping because I'm about to go steal a kid to get into Legoland. well, also, like, would I be the best kidnapper in the world? Like, that kid would be so happy.
He'd be like, oh, this guy's great.
My dad never takes me to Legoland.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now,
He dropped me back off at home.
No sex, just fun.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't try to fuck me or anything.
Yeah.
now would they
This
let?
guy's great.
Now would they let 2 women go into Legoland without kids?
We should test it. I don't know, because they
That'd
were
be
pretty like
interesting.
weird.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Because I've kind of a similar story. I was at a mall, and they got those. I think they're called Busy Bees. It's like a Chuck E. Cheese. There's tubes and ball pits and shit.
Cool.
And I was in the middle of the Midwest doing shows, and I'm by myself. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I can still fit in those tubes. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's rock.
Let's go to Busy Bees. So I start walking in there, and they got like an employee stops me, and he goes like, hey, do you have a kid in there? And I go, nah, I just want to go in there, and like I'm small enough to run around the tubes. They go, yeah, we can't.
Oh, really?
We can't let you do that. I'm like, you know what? In this case, probably a good idea. Just some single white dude just walks in, just like, yeah, I want to go run around with the kids.
That's so funny.
Does it feel like
You
a
should have
lot?
just went to the bathroom, shaved, and been like, I'm a kid. Man.
Yeah.
Why are you hassling me?
Like,
man?
oh, I'm late for school. Does
Have
it,
you seen Peepaw?
does it feel a lot? You have a shirt on that says Grandpa's favorite on it. Does it feel a lot of times like you, because of your size and stuff, that you get to relive your childhood in some instances? That
Fuck yes.
Wow.
Fuck yes.
Really?
I
That's
could
pretty
do all-
cool. Think
I could
about
do
that,
all
man.
That shit. Oh, my
Like,
favorite.
give me a good one.
My favorite ride is at Knott's Berry Farm, Camp Snoopy. It's called Huff and Puff, and I could still ride that ride. My friends can't.
Oh, we can't? We're too big?
Too big. Look up Huff and Puff. You'll see why. It's a train that you sit on.
Oh, cool.
And then you can move the thing back and forth, and then that controls your speed of the train.
Nice.
Oh,
They're
Yeah.
gonna pay you to like be the guy on
There
that.
it is.
Oh, there it is.
Look at that. I can still do that.
Adorable.
oh hell yeah!
It's awesome.
There's Bobby Lee and his girl. Obviously.
That it's like it's always funny when I would do it because I would go to Knott's Berry Farm and just be I'd be with my friends, be like, hold on, I gotta go ride Huff and Puff real quick.
Oh, that's great.
And, like,
did they take photos and stuff? You gotta have
Yeah.
there must be a photo of
Yeah,
that.
so there's like a video somewhere of like the train going by, and it's like kid,
awesome,
kid,
Brad.
kid, and then Brad
I
comes
love
by
that.
and waving.
Yeah, and I bet the people love that too. They're like,
yeah,
heck yeah. They
you
like,
see a midget riding Huff and Puff, you're like, fuck
Like, God,
yeah.
that guy's been on
should hire
forever.
you. He won't get off.
Yeah, that guy's been on for 25 years, man.
It's awesome. I go, yeah, well, if I can't ride some of the roller coasters, then the payoff of that is I can still ride the kid.
Yeah, that's great.
Kid rides. Yeah, and then I was watching I was watching the Chicago Bulls documentary, and
so good.
and I was hearing about how Air Jordans are costing people like $175, and I'm like, oh wow, they've only cost like $50 for me for like.
I didn't even think about
for
that.
For years, they've cost me $50.
I didn't even think about that.
I wonder what the cost of savings is if you're a little person. The overall life.
Well, for there
savings.
you get savings, but then you buy like a pair of pants, and then you got to get them altered and shit like that. Or God forbid you buy a suit. I got a couple of suits that cost me a little extra money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I had
Well,
to
they
get them
tailor
altered.
suits anyways. I mean, so it's weird that must have gotten easier as you got older.
Yeah.
With like the internet and modern times, right?
Yeah, because now there's like services. I'm sure some of them even sponsor your podcast where like you like measure your shit
Right.
and you send it off to them.
As a kid,
then they
jeans
send you
must have been a
suit.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. Now it's like now there's like great places that do that.
Did you always, not to ask questions, I don't know any other little people except for you.
Cool.
Or different types of people that aren't
I'll be your dwarf Google.
super tall. Yeah, but did you
Dwarfopedia. Let's do it.
always know that you were, or at a certain point, did your parents sit you down and say, hey, man, we have something to tell you?
So they told me I was a dwarf, but they told me before I went off to school because my dad, my family's all tall. So my dad told me, he's like, no, when you go to school, there's going to be some kids that make fun of you because you're a dwarf. So let's you and I write some comebacks for them.
Nice.
So my
Good
dad,
ass dad,
man.
yeah. So my dad and I wrote jokes.
My dad was like, just stop being a pussy. Why are you crying? Kids pick on kids. Grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we wrote jokes. So then when I went to school and kids made fun of me, I had comebacks like written.
Nice.
And I would say it to them, and then they'd get all sad, and I got sent to the principal's office.
Did you feel
once.
bad stealing your dad's material?
Do you think that helped make you into a comedian? That
Hell
sounds
yeah.
like exactly
Hell yeah.
how I would become a comedian. I feel like.
Yeah.
But also just being different is probably why you're a comedian.
Yeah, that too. But that attitude with being different.
Right.
That's probably why I'm a
What
comic.
makes you funny.
Yeah. So then when I go to some city and some guy like yells out leprechaun, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
You think I haven't heard that shit before?
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay. And then I fire back at him. Like,
And he's never been funny, that guy. If he's still yelling
Yeah.
leprechaun at this age, like that guy.
How sad is it? How sad is it as we get older when you have your friends that still tell like jokes that are just like or just like the worst like little comebacks or
That's
whatever.
my biggest pet peeve. You know what the worst one is when people, especially grown men and grown women, anyone I'd say over the age of 11, if you think you're funny because you're saying like a line from a Happy Gilmore movie,
Yeah.
or like you're quoting Michael Scott from like. You stole a quote from a thing, and now you're putting it in your own life, and you think you're very funny. Like you suck. You're not funny at all.
Yeah, you're my boy, Blue. Somebody
Yeah, or
keeps
something
saying
like
that
that.
now. Yeah. Except there's one guy who did a cool
I'm
little
rich,
video.
bitch.
Yeah.
He had a friend that had drowned or something. And he's like, "You're my boy, Blue," and he kept fucking turning the camera to the fucking body. How crazy is that?
See,
man?
that's where that guy's sense of humor is.
No, that was your blue, my boy.
yeah.
You're blue, my boy.
oh, well, see, that's creative.
You twisted a little.
Did
I like
something
that,
different.
actually.
That's good.
You're Blue, my boy. And then a fish jumps
I
out
don't
of his
mind
mouth.
that. Yeah.
That's like, I don't fear anything about like being a dad in terms of stuff that I'm going to do with my daughter. The thing that I fear is like once I have to start interacting with other parents who just aren't funny. And then
No,
they
you don't have
find-
to put up with that.
Oh, and then they find
he
out I'm a
does.
comic.
No, you can be polite, but like you don't have to like. You don't have. I mean,
Yeah, no, when they find out you're a comic, that has to be the worst. When you have a child, think about that. You have a child, so you have this connection piece
Yeah.
to somebody else that is a child. So you have to mill around while your children do whatever they're doing,
Yeah, and the
lick
kids
each
are
other.
friends.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, now I have to, like, you're friends with Sally. So
well, we'd have
so-
to deal with it. He can just go jump in the ball pit and start running around the tubes.
Dude, I can't wait for that day when me and my daughter are both running around the tubes at Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, I'm gonna go back to that Busy Bees. And
You're like, I can't listen to
I
your
made
friend's
a kid.
dad tell bad jokes. I'm gonna jump around playing the tubes with the kids.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Is your
man.
daughter dwarf?
Yes.
Right. I
Yes.
think I think you told me that. I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah. Got the Asian dwarf baby, or as I like to call her, the ADB. So-
Wait, were you hoping for a dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, cause like I don't want my kid to grow older and get bigger than me, and I gotta like discipline her. Like, go to your room. Fuck you, Dad.
Well, now she's kind of on your team.
There she is,
You
look
got
how
it.
Yeah, look
now
at that
she's on your
adorable
team.
child.
So if it comes down to like you and your wife are now it's kind of like Team Dorf is dominating the house.
Oh yeah, now it's like my wife can't complain if she like trips over a step stool or something because they're like, this is the world you're living in now.
This is you. You signed up for this.
Look
But
at,
if she was like if she was a average height person,
Yeah,
it'd
now
be
I'm
her
the
and her
outlier.
mom, and now you're out.
Yeah, now
look
I'm
at
the
that
outsider.
smile, is so cute, huh?
Yeah,
Is there another one? Oh, that's the picture behind it.
that's my baby. Yeah,
I thought there was one on the ground.
yeah. My wife is Chinese, so we made an Asian dwarf baby.
And what are the odds that she was going to be a dwarf?
50-50.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were just kind of that might be my favorite one. She
Oh,
So cute.
someone gave her a robe with her initials on it.
some
So-
pet.
She'll
Somebody.
grow into
Oh,
it.
I know who it was. Probably somebody who tries to get into a Lego land by themselves. That's who.
Don't put that on me. Also, that person has no idea how newborn babies or dwarfs work. That's a giant robe. That's like for like a 1-year-old, like 2-year-old.
That's the best part is like because like when all the pandemic stuff started happening, everyone some people started talking to me like, oh wow, that's gonna suck when like your kid outgrows her clothes. I'm like, no, we got clothes for like
What are you
2
talking about?
years.
Yeah.
We're hunkered down. We're good.
I'm the worst of that when I buy clothes for like my nieces and nephews or something. Like I was like I don't know. He's like 4. Does this fit? Like I'm like holding up like I'm like at Target like going, it looks pretty little to me, but like
You're calling over another 4-year-old.
It's not how it
Hey,
works.
how old are you? 4? Get over here.
serious. That's what it feels like. My ex-girlfriend was
Try
like, how do you
this
not know this
on.
stuff. I was like, I don't know. I don't have kids.
You want to go to Chuck E. Cheese after?
You're telling a little 4-year-old like, hey,
Hey, try this on.
try this on. Come out, do a little turn for me.
Dude.
Let's see how it fits.
Do they sell lingerie for little people?
No, dude. And
no, not for
not
little
for.
people.
I thought you meant for children.
Is there? No, that's my point. It would be the same.
No, it's not. It's not because we got big asses and my type of dwarfism. The girls have some big old titties.
Wow,
Oh, okay.
really?
So she's gonna have to.
Oh wow, it's
It'd be like
beautiful.
you'd have to have customized lingerie.
Yeah, sometimes there's customized lingerie, but I think for the most part stuff just fits because like, I mean, not as much stuff fits, but there's stuff that fits.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, it's out there,
Because I was
but
gonna say that it would get a real dark world.
Oh, Bronx fan, huh?
yeah, there you go.
She isn't.
Is she-
Look, she's not a Bronx fan. Look, she's like, why'd you put me in this?
She's like, I got all of the
I'm
lines.
an LA
there.
baby. That's what she said.
Is she
the
getting
Rams.
to the part where she can? How you said 4 months?
Yeah, 4 months
Wow,
old.
yeah, I love like 5-6 months. They start to really kind of get interactive and stuff.
Yeah,
like
dude, like, and not to get like too cheesy or whatever, but like when it crushes me in the best way when I wake her up in the morning and I walk in and she's kind of crying, but then she looks up and sees me and then just gets a big smile on her face. It's
best.
Like that, it sounds stupid and cheesy and
I don't
Hallmark-y,
think it
but
does.
that's like
Jesus.
No, it's human.
literally the best feeling I've ever had in the world.
I love
Wow.
that.
Is just my daughter like looking at me and smiling. It's the best feeling I've ever had.
Better than Saturday Late Show when they're like, you hit all your bonuses.
Ooh,
that's a good feeling.
Pretty good feeling. Yeah.
that's a damn
And
good
just
feeling.
killing and
Yeah, you know, it's certain things like that, and I got friends that don't have kids, and they're like, oh, so you change the diapers and stuff? You're like, yeah, you do. They're like, well, but you like wiping shit? You're like, yeah.
Is that Adam Ray who said that? It sounded just like him.
1,000%. No, but like,
what-
yeah, it's like, people,
So
like,
what do you like? Gotta go get the diapers and everything?
Oh yeah. He
You should
sounds
give him
like
you should give him like a marriage diaper. I'll get it for him, Uncle Adam.
but yeah, people are like, yeah, you like you clean your daughter's shit? You're like, yeah,
I know.
because if you don't, they're just in their own shit, and you don't think about it.
Also, I'm
when it's
not a
your kid.
monster.
Yeah.
Just let my wife do it, and I'm a like.
Yeah, I mean, like this 1950s Mad Men dad, where I'm just in the other room with a martini. Like, how's
Yeah.
that shit diaper, honey?
Yeah.
Also, that
Handle
might
it.
be the bad part of having a dwarf daughter, like you rooted for, because now she's gonna be like, if you guys get in a fight, oh, you're the dwarfs, you change her, you know, because now it's Team Dwarf. I'm big on this. There's like an average person war going on in their house at all times.
well, if something shits near me, I'm gonna help it out. That's where I'm at. I don't care
Oh,
what it
that's
is.
nice,
What?
though.
I
You got
feel-
old parents, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I
So,
feel
yeah.
like
Learn that.
I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
you.
probably
I
true.
feel like you should play the more you know theme right after you say that. If something shits near me, I'm gonna help it out.
Well, it shows you're a good person.
Well, it's just crazy to let something have shit on and be running like, who's that? Where's that at? You know what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah, that's a
horrible
monster.
idea.
Yeah.
What else we got, Nick? Any other news?
Brad did have a hard out at 12.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got to go because my wife has an appointment.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then I need to go watch the baby because
Nice.
you can't just put the baby in the crib and
course.
say deuces.
It's not like my puppy that's sitting in a kennel right now.
But yeah, you guys continue. But do you mind if I plug some shit?
No,
real-
let's
real
plug
fast?
it, man. Where can people check you out at?
BradWilliamsComedy.com, on Instagram at Brad Williams Comic, Twitter at Funny Brad. Please check out my tour schedule because it changes almost by the week.
know, now especially.
Because things get canceled, but then other states open up, so they get added. So things are changing constantly. So yeah, just go to the website and book me on Cameo.
Yeah.
Go to cameo.com/Brad Williams Comic. The best one I've had so far is one woman told me to tell her ex-girlfriend that her pussy was stanky.
Oh my gosh.
Stanky, not stinky.
She paid for someone. I guess that's good.
and
She
what's
doesn't
the
want to
medical
tell
term on that? Nick?
it's a stanky
I
pussy.
think that's medical. I think you nailed it.
yeah.
Just so we know, there's some real outliers out there.
Yeah, so you know what? Go and book me on Cameo. I'll do it. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say a racial slur or anything like that. But if you want me to call someone's pussy stanky, I'm in.
Yeah. Look, for $500, you want him to dress up like Dwayne Chapman, the bounty hunter.
Oh,
He'll
I
do
want to
it.
see
do
you
it.
dressed up as a small Scott Steiner
Oh,
with
I'll
the
do
chain
it.
and the
With
glasses. And
chain?
you'll just do
I'll
the
do
same smaller gimmick.
Bro, it would be funny if for say like for
Dwarf
$300.
Amazing.
Yeah.
For $300, you're like, I will do a small version of whatever your favorite.
Yeah.
So I'll do a small dog, the bounty hunter. I'll do a
Dude, it'd be
smaller.
so great. You'll
Scott
make $1
Steiner.
million.
Vaginitis, it's called, or trichomoniasis.
Wow.
That's what the women can have.
Whatever
and,
it is, ladies, you put whatever word you want on it. Get it fixed.
Yep.
Tomato, potato. I don't care what you call it.
Trichomoniasis.
I'm gonna see
Brad
my
Williams.
baby.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. Congratulations on the
See you guys.
on the
Thank-
4-month-old.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, you bet.
Love you, brother. Good to see you, man. Miss you.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, be good, man.
Yeah, man.
This will go up tonight, okay?
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
This is a tough wall to have to change. You know, like it's not like at the Comedy Store where they just put your name in cursive on the wall.
Yeah.
For this, you want to add someone, you want to take someone away. That's quite a thing.
Yeah, well, we have a guy who does animation that helps us out. We don't have a guy but we have a guy who does some awesome animation that we know. This guy Pappy O'Toole, and so he drew this one time, kind of based on the Simpsons characters.
Kinda.
And is it very much so? I have no idea. I'm not a big Simpsons guy.
1000%.
But okay, cool. So then we just blew it up and put it on here.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's definitely been something that people like to see. Yeah, man, it's just so crazy. You guys went out there and got into it.
I love it. I was excited. I wanted to get out there, man. Like they could have said, like I said, the money is the tricky part.
Yeah.
But I think if you did it, or if I think Joe Rogan's gonna go to Wise Guys. That's what the rumor is around there. Keith Stubbs, the owner, was like, "Yeah, Joe's gonna go." And I was like, "Well, what are you gonna do? Just make it like $100 a ticket, but still limit it to like the 100 people?"
Right.
And he's like, "Yeah, something like that. We'll probably just make the tickets $40 or something like that, and put 100 people in here." I was like, "Wow,
Huh.
yeah."
Yeah, I guess there's certainly ways to do it. Like,
It's not. Also, it should be noted, like it wasn't like I sought it out. Like I didn't go like, hey, someone booked me. The offer came through, and I was like, really? What does Utah not have news? Like, how does this work?
Yeah.
And then I was just like, sure. I guess I'll just say yes the way I always do.
well, I was in Utah a few weeks ago. We went camping in southern Utah.
Nice.
Or
Beautiful.
So-Ute. A lot of people call it So-Ute, but they had we went to restaurants and stuff.
So you.
We went and ate in restaurants.
I went to a gay bar after the show because it was like
normal.
the closest bar that was open.
Yeah, sure, buddy. the old distance gay
Yeah,
trick.
you know, I'm
I've
on
heard
foot,
that.
you know, so I got to go to the gay one. No,
Yeah,
and
my
wait,
car
wait,
wouldn't
wait,
start,
But it
so-
was sucked, man. We went into the bar and it was just like a restaurant. Like they're like, oh, you have to sit at a table. You can't go anywhere. You have to stay with your people. And if you need to go to the bathroom or something, you get up, but you got to put your mask on. And I was like, well, this isn't a bar.
Yeah.
What I like about bars, you can walk around, talk to people and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It was
you get your ass kicked by
Yeah.
someone you don't know.
It's fun.
Yeah, I
love-
miss the old bars.
You don't drink anymore, right? Right, but
Not
you
right
still
now.
will go to a bar?
Oh yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, socialize.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I think it's fun sometimes. What I don't like, I notice that I start to not like is when people, especially women, but if somebody's really wasted,
Oh, yeah.
just like
That gets irritating real
especially
fast.
if you're not drinking, that shit is such a curveball.
What's this guy's name? I'm trying to think of this name of this guy. Is a comedian, and I should know his name. I'm just blanking on it. He's like,
Gay Jimmy, is it that guy?
it doesn't matter. Anyways, he don't drink. and he's like, "Gay Jimmy."
Oh, I thought you were going the other way. Drinks a lot.
No.
Gay Jimmy. He's a real sipper.
No, there's a guy who doesn't drink, and he opened for me, and I was like, "Do you still want to come out with us afterwards?" He goes, "Yeah, I just won't drink." I was like, "Okay, perfect."
Yeah.
So we go out, and he left because he was so annoyed with how hammered the girl was that I was talking to.
Oh.
He was just like, I couldn't even be around her. Like, I was just so embarrassed for her and so annoyed. And I was like, if Jeff can put up with this, he can put up with it, but I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I've never even thought about that. It's kind of like one of the perks of being drunk too. Is like you just
It's one of the perks of being drunk.
You don't even notice that everyone else is.
Yeah, it makes
blurry.
you judgmental. That's one thing I don't like a little bit. It definitely adds a level of like kind of like what I think comes off to other people as judgment. So now I'm like, if people are drunk somewhere, you know, and you're not, and you're like, oh man. This girl's like I just can't communicate with this person, you know? Because if you'd have had 2 drinks, you'd probably be fine talking to them, you know?
That's weird. When I heard you stop drinking, I was like, I considered it. I actually considered for the first time in my life not drinking.
Really?
Yeah. Because Jordan Peterson always talks about that all the time.
Yeah.
He's like a big on all that stuff. But then I was just like, I don't think I can. Which might mean I have a problem.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we don't cross paths a ton, so I don't know if I've ever seen you. So I don't know. There's a couple of guys where it's like you're like, oh, this dude.
It's a problem.
Yeah, this guy's way
I'm always
drunk.
having fun, and I don't have a wife or girlfriend or kids or anything, so like it doesn't affect. Like I mean, that's never negatively affected that.
You're probably fine.
Yeah, I
You're
feel
probably
great.
doing good. Yeah.
Yeah, I go to yoga every day after like the next day, sweat it all out, and I don't know.
Sounds like you're having a fucking blast. Is what it sounds like.
It's a great life. But also like that does make me when guys I admire, I'm like, oh man, they stopped. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should stop.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's like, you start to think, is there like insider trade? Like, would it help me? Like,
am I gonna start working more? Am I gonna like start like organizing things? Like, I'll knock out 7 podcasts in a day because I had so much I didn't sleep in until 10:30 or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you feel more productive?
I think I have over the past few years.
Yeah.
I think that I have, but then sometimes I start to think that I get too much, like. That you get a little bit disconnected from the fun sometimes.
You feel that way?
Yeah, I think there is a level of that. Like you get a little disconnected from like the everyman. Like, but you don't waste as much time. Like you wouldn't spend time with like some drunk chick. Like just little things like that. I feel like you save time in.
Okay.
Like if somebody's like, hey, let's go do this, and if you were drunk, you would go do it, and it's just the fucking worst idea. Right. But it's when you're sober, you're like, oh, I could see that's horrible idea.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I feel like the idea that the fear of not fear of missing out, but like the fear of like it's not a fear. You feel like you're missing out on some of the fun. I feel like every comic goes through that. And maybe it's because of social media, maybe it's because whatever. Like I've had conversations with Eric Griffin. I mean, the people on this wall who, when they look through the scope of what they're looking through, they're scrolling through, going, "Oh man, look at Theo and what's the fighter guy, you know."
Dustin Poirier. Oh, Brendan.
Yeah, Brendan. Like you see that and you go, oh man, I've never. They look like they're having a good time. Look at them laughing, and I mean, I've never been on that. Like you do feel kind of like these, like left out. Like everyone feels that, and I think that no one's left out, but everyone is feeling that about each other, and I think that's like a stand-up comedy thing.
Yeah, I could see that.
We can't work together. You're a headliner. I'm
Right.
a headliner. What are we gonna do? Some weird double-hour show with no openers? Like, so because I'm watching you go have fun doing something, I'm thinking, oh man, I've never played that. That'd be
Yeah.
So we're
good point.
forced to kind of be like separate in these things, and then occasionally you'll see like all of these guys together at Montreal, and you're like, "Why I didn't go to Montreal this year, man? Look, I'm missing out." Like, like, wow, that's. And then you feel it on a smaller scale too. You'll be like at Montreal, and you see like. Chad Daniels will walk away with some other comic, and they'll be like, "Where he's going?" They go, "Oh, we got tickets to go see Chappelle," and you're like, "Well, I didn't." So this is just a human thing, I think.
Of just feeling left out.
Yeah, it's such a comedian thing. You're not missing anything.
Yeah, and especially with social media now, it's like there's always an advertisement for what somebody else is doing, no matter what it is. So yeah, easily you could scroll through and see 70 things of feeling bad. You know?
Can't be at any of them.
Yeah,
how
can't
could
have that
you?
hot dog.
Can't be at all of that things,
carnival.
yeah.
Can't be at the. They're out there riding dune carts or whatever. Can't do it.
Oh, I should have been out in the mountains hiking right now. Like
Nobody's
the way
in the
they're
hospital.
doing it.
Oh, lucky fuck,
I saw a girl I haven't talked to in years. And we never, we just worked together on a TV show. It wasn't like we weren't like together. She had a boyfriend. Now they're married. They have a kid. I haven't talked to that girl in easily 2 years. We haven't worked together. We didn't text, nothing. I saw her husband, their like baby, and then another family, and they're like jeeping up in like Joshua Tree. And I felt left out on that.
Damn.
Oh, they should have included me. 2 cute families that are like out. Of course they didn't include. Why would they? But my initial brain went, oh man,
I'm left out.
Come on, man, I should have been there.
Yeah, there is this whole. I think that it's just. I wonder what the long-term psychological effects of that are.
Yeah.
Of that FOMO, that thing where you constantly see things that you could be doing.
Yeah.
That people are doing, and they always appear to be joyful.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the long-term psychological effects that aren't really good.
Because what are we supposed to do? You can't beat all those things.
Yeah, it's impossible, man.
Like, I have to, like, coach my brain all the time. Like, you don't have to be jealous of these people. They're your friends. You should be happy for them. Relax.
Oh, yeah.
Like that whole comic thing where you see someone do, like, something, and you're like, oh, I should have that.
I got to do
and you're
that,
like, well,
too.
why did I think about me? Why couldn't I just said, hey, good for that comic,
Dude, what about this? This is the last thing I want to think about real quick is, do you see I see a lot of these commercials and it's like, let's go, thank you to our first responders. Thank you to our, our frontline workers and stuff like that. But then sometimes at a certain point, I'm seeing like even friends of mine put up videos like we took all this food to the hospital and literally on the video, you could see the hospital is inundated with food. Like, they're like, every day we get this every day. And it's like, and I'm not saying it's not good. I'm not saying we shouldn't always do nice things for other people. But sometimes it just starts to feel like, what is all this? It's not like it's the military. There's like tons of people out in the street and you have to, half the hospitals are empty. I'm like, what are they? I understand if you're buying lunch and doing something nice for these people. Mm-hmm. But most of the frontline workers, it seems like, are like Postmates or people that are, Amazon. Yeah, well,
that's the thing. This
U.S. mail.
I agree with that. Pizza delivery people, like maybe not now as much as when this first started, when we went in like real scary lockdown, where like people are just a mystery of not knowing. Pizza delivery guys were like saving people's lives.
Oh yeah, like the Postman, like that movie, The Postman.
There's lots of people with
I'm like, are you Kevin Costner? Yeah. And the guy's like, nah, dude.
Think about
Hector.
And they're risking their lives coming to people's houses. I mean, at that time we didn't know. And they're just giving people that have no groceries or anything like that's, I don't know. I think it's heroic.
Yeah.
But not now.
Yeah, well, sometimes it just seems like, I guess sometimes you just see people, it just seems like a advertise, like a thing like, look at me being kind. But I guess that's okay. I guess you're just creating kindness, so.
I don't think you're wrong. It does feel weird to boast about it. Like, look, we made 100 of these masks and we're going to go drop them off today. It's like kind of this braggadocious kind of, look how good we are. But it's them just staying busy.
Yeah.
And also, I think there's a lot of positive, but I see what you're saying.
One time I was with a group and we were in...
people can't just do a nice thing anymore. They got to get the credit for it.
Yeah, it's tough. It's just a human thing, I think, that we're like that. I was in Barbados one time and we had a group and they're like, let's take a day and take toothbrushes over to this youth facility where they don't have them,
It's nice.
So we took them over there. And the kids didn't give a fuck. They all had iPhones and shit.
Oh, that's
like, we have
hilarious.
fucking toothbrushes, dude. We don't give a fuck, bro.
That's really, really funny.
And then I just felt like a fucking idiot.
I guess we should have brought iPads or something. I don't know what. That's really funny.
Some guy's literally putting me on his Snapchat like, look at these motherfuckers, dude. Thinking we don't brush our teeth.
These buster pussies brought us toothbrushes, man.
Too much.
You should have brought Sonicares.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. Those are real pieces of shit. Jeff Dye, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Where can people check you out at, man?
All things at Jeff Dye. Just the big whirly A, at, and then Jeff Dye.
JEFFDYE.
Yeah.
Where are you performing next? Do you have a spot yet?
I'm doing LOL Comedy Club in San Antonio next.
Nice.
I think next weekend.
I love San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be fun. Hopefully by then some of the bars will be a little bit more open and stuff like that. That's what I'm hoping that this is. I don't know.
Loosening things up.
That's what I'm hoping. But, I mean, maybe not. Maybe we'll go back. I'm also going to do some virtual shows in between there just to make some money, just so I can start working on some stuff.
Yeah.
I also have a podcast called Jeff Dye's Friendship Podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Is this on All
You
Things
tape
Comedy?
tonight, Monday night, don't you?
Yeah, well, usually I have a bunch backlogged.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which are great.
It's a good feeling.
But yeah, that's been really fun because I get to do stuff like this. Like
yeah, I was watching some clips
great.
yesterday of it.
It's fun.
I'm trying to think. I can't remember what interview it was.
Because there's some people that they're not going to just come hang out with you, but like if you have them for an hour, they'll sit down and say, yeah. Like Brian Kiley's got
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jonathan Kite, and welcome to Kite Club, a podcast where I'll be sharing thoughts on things like current events, stand-up stories, and 7 ways to pleasure your partner. The answer may shock you. Sometimes I'll interview my friends. Sometimes I won't. And as always, I'll be joined by the voices in my head.
You have 3 new voice messages.
A lot of people are talking about Kite Club. I've been talking about Kite Club for so long, longer than anybody else. So great. Hey, sweetheart, here's the deal. Anyone who doesn't listen to Kite Club is a dodgy bloody wanker. Do you know what I mean?
Hi, I'll take a quarter pounder with cheese and a McFlurry.
Sorry, sir, but our ice cream machine is broken.
Oh, no!
I think Tom Hanks just butt-dialed me. Anyway, first rule of Kite Club is tell everyone about Kite Club. Second rule of Kite Club is tell everyone about Kite Club. Third rule, like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts or watch us on YouTube, yeah? And yes, don't worry, my Brad Pitt impression will get better.